All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a good day so far. I got kind of a special one here today. This is one of those, I really hope it works out and it doesn't get blocked kind of videos. But this is something a lot of us have been talking about in the comments. I know a lot of you have seen it, and a lot of you have requested my reaction to it. Now, this is a cinematic view of Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals. Full game, 4K HDR, and this is from a channel called PSV 4K. I gotta admit, I browsed through this a little bit, and it looks amazing. But it is using still kind of official footage and official audio from the game. So I don't know how this exists, but I'm just gonna try it, see what happens. If it works, great. If not, well, you know, worst case scenario, I lost a couple hours of my life, but not really, because I want to watch this anyways. So I'm gonna sit down and watch this with you guys. As you all should know, this is Jordan's final NBA Finals, his final championship, which sealed the deal to go 6 for 6. This was the closeout game against the Utah Jazz, which were an amazing team. So anybody wanting to get a glimpse of the end of the 90s here and what it looked like in the highest stage, this is your chance. All right, everyone. I'm going to link the original video down below, as I always do. This time more than any time, please go over there, check out the original video, give it a like, because this is some crazy work that PSV 4K has done here. I am incredibly impressed with the quality. I don't understand how he did it, but it's very impressive to me. Anyways, everybody, without further ado, please leave a like to this video. Help it get out there. Let's just do this, huh? All right. It's a long video, but let's see. Game 6, 98 Finals. Let's go.
Go. Sit, baby. Come on, man.
Got the hand in. Hands in means all for one for all.
Man, this is it. Let's go out and give our best.
What time is it?
Game time. Oh, the John Tesh song.
This is the NBA on NBC.
Yeah.
The 1998 NBA Finals. Tonight, it's Game 6.
Can you
the Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz.
Can you guys imagine watching this in a theater?
A while ago at the Delta Center, the cast of characters began arriving for Game 6. Karl Malone, fresh off the great 39-point performance on
motorcycle.
Friday night. Michael Jordan held just 9 of 26 from the floor in Game 5. Antoine Carr, unexpected hero, helping to bring it back to Salt Lake, where John Stockton has family support. Dennis Rodman doesn't prefer Utah, at least it's close to Vegas. Scottie Pippen, whose MVP chances for the final may have been hurt by his 2 of 16 shooting on Friday night. And we welcome you back to Salt Lake City for Game 6. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Costas. As we mentioned earlier, no team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the NBA Finals. That's what the Jazz are facing. But should the Jazz win tonight and force a Game 7, then it would be worth noting that very few teams have ever won a 7th game on the road in the Finals. That's what Chicago would be facing.
Yeah.
All right. Get your matchups. Remember, get back on defense. That's your big priority. If not, we get the tempo on the fifth side. MJ coming off Tony, either on the pass or the screen. On the fifth side action, okay? Bring Scottie into the post, run your offense. Here we go, guys.
Go, man. Everybody's ready.
How simple is that? It's like fundamentals. Get back on defense. That wouldn't work in today's game. Nobody gets back on defense.
We welcome in Isaiah Thomas and Doug Collins. And as always, pre-tip, we go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Bob. The big news on the Bulls is the condition of Scottie Pippen.
Oh,
As was
yeah.
reported earlier
The
in our
back.
pregame show, he did take an injection yesterday. He told me he hurt that back. In Game 3 and Game 4, irritated a little bit more. Before the game today, he said he had electrical stimulation, then he iced it, had ultrasound, had a massage, and then did a lot of stretching and told me that he is a little bit ginger, but nothing could keep him out of a game like this.
Hey, you guys remember Dick Bavetta and Charles Barkley doing that race? I think it was for the All-Star game. And then Bavetta gave Barkley a big old kiss on the lips afterwards. That was something. Man, I'm getting excited for this. Like, this is a great intro to a game. The way he's done this. This is great.
thanks a lot. The Bulls are just 4-4 on the road in the playoffs, and in fact have lost 4 of their last 5 road games against their toughest opponents, the Pacers and the Jazz.
There they are booing MJ.
Jordan guarded by Russell. Hornacek will open on Pippen. He'll try and post Scotty on him. They go to it right away. Stockton comes over on the double team.
Scotty is really
now back
hurt.
To Scotty, and they couldn't recover.
There, and you see it in his face.
Alone with him,
his
and
back is killing him.
Scotty.
That's going to be the strategy here early. Try to go at Hornacek with Pippen. Michael will do a lot of the ball handling in the first period.
There goes
Malone
Malone.
against Longley. Has to give it up, and Jordan is the only guy there.
Yep, steal by Jordan. An easy one, too. All right, post up on Hornacek. Excuse me. Longley in the post.
Longley, who has contributed little offensively and has been abused defensively by Malone. It's Jordan missing his first shot.
That's a good look.
And Russell takes the
That's
rebound.
what you want. All right, watch out. John is running.
It looks like Scottie Pippen is laboring as he moves up and down the court. Ahmad Toldry is suffering from a bad back. Malone.
That's a shot. Yeah.
Hits his first.
Yeah, not much you can do about that shot.
17 of 27 in Game 5 as the whole Utah team shot better than 50%. Hooked away. Malone chases it to the side. It'll belong to Chicago.
Damn, nice hustle.
Bob, I think Scottie Pippen pulled his back out on that dunk shot on his first play when he reached up for the rim and he pulled it down. I think.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Stretched up.
Yeah, the second he landed, you can tell he's in a lot of pain here. By the end of this, you'll see Jordan. Man, I can't believe he pulled this off.
And he grimaced as he came down and he could barely run.
Yeah, his number 2 guy is.
Harper guarded by
He's barely
Stockton.
there. To no fault of his own.
Pippen
He's hurt.
Against Hornacek.
A double
Draws
team.
the double. Harper's the guy they'd like to leave alone.
There you go, Tony in the wing.
But
good
this
shot.
time he misfired.
That's a good shot.
Hornacek lost it to Longley.
Look at his defense.
Now
I freaking love this.
All along Kukoc.
There it is.
The one thing you don't want to do if you're Utah is get into a quick turnover battle here and give them easy points, especially Kukoc. Remember, he loves to get off early in quarters, and then he's a load the rest of the game.
Hornacek from Stockton ties the game.
He got MJ on that one. Good pass, good finish.
That was a great screen by Karl Malone. Hornacek set Michael Jordan up beautifully, and in a great entry pass by Stockton.
Yeah, Stockton has a mismatch as far as he's got a big guy on him, so he can drive past him.
Kukoc.
But it'd be hard for him to get a shot off.
You wonder
Nice shot, Tony.
if the Bulls went to Kukoc enough in Game 5. With Jordan and Pippen struggling, Kukoc was on fire, but got only 13 shots.
Yeah, Kukoc has the size advantage and also the speed advantage over Adam Keefe, and he can take him inside. Also, he can stick the outside J.
Malone got inside of Longley.
There you go.
And drew the foul.
That's all you can do.
Now you watch Pippen come across the lane, and as he reaches up to dunk, he pulls his back out, and you see him grimace as he comes up the floor. Let's keep our eye on Scottie Pippen tonight.
I mean, he didn't have to pull his back out. It's already messed up.
Bob, Scottie Pippen's really having a bad problem. In trying to bring the ball down, you can notice Michael sending him down the floor so he can bring the ball up. Now, as we mentioned earlier, that the strategy was to go to Scottie in the post. If his back continues to bother him, they may have to change that strategy.
Yeah.
Bob?
You can see him with his hands on his knees, bending over, trying to limber up, wincing quite a bit. Malone hits the first. Generally, he and the Jazz team have not gone to the free throw line in the finals as often as they did during the regular season and in the earlier playoff rounds. The Bulls have had a big edge at the free throw line.
Jim Gray is listening to Jerry Sloan over on the sideline. He says Jerry is already complaining about illegal defense early in the game. Let's see if the next time down the floor, the referees hear him once again.
That's a cool shot.
And that was something that was big in the United Center. He was able to get the referee's attention. I thought it helped his team.
Byron Russell.
Harper trying to back in on Stockton, and the whistle goes against Utah. It's Stockton's first.
See, what Chicago will try to do is put a lot of pressure inside on the post with Harper and Pippen posting up Stockton and Hornacek.
Harper really battling with Stockton.
Stockton's a hell of a defender. But Harp's got the height advantage.
Tried to bring it back
He
out.
didn't take advantage of it. They're dangerous when they run. Good defense.
It to Harper.
Look at his defense, you guys. Look at this.
And
Man.
a whistle as Harper comes stampeding into the lane.
Now, Bob, Scottie Pippen,
they're playing so hard
came back
both
and
ends.
got that steal, but he is really struggling right now. You're going to see him come in from behind, and after he knocks this ball away, he really sort of stands. And I watched him the whole way. He looked over at the bench at Phil Jackson, like saying, I don't feel very good right now. He's standing up straight. That's the first sign of a back injury when a guy stops bending his knees.
Yeah.
A back injury is one of the most crippling of injuries,
it really
especially in an athletic context. And I'm not trying to compare a physical injury to an illness, but it was here in this building where Michael Jordan, sick as a dog, managed to gut it out in Game 5 of last year's final, the pivotal game. Scottie Pippen is probably mindful of that and will give it everything he's got to try to equal the effort that his teammate Michael Jordan has shown in the past.
Yeah, if you guys have had a back injury, you know, like landing, jumping is bad enough. Landing, that hurts so bad.
Bob, that's why I think it's very, very important for the Jazz to lock in on Tony Kukoc, because if Pippen can't score and it's only Michael Jordan, that will be to their advantage. They've got to do a job on Kukoc today.
Stockton drives on Harper.
There it is, yeah. That was the disadvantage I was talking about. He's quicker than Harp.
Stockton
so he can
take
blow
a single
by him.
shot in the fourth quarter of Game 5.
But he can't get his
assist totals have generally been high. His shooting percentage is high, but they'd like to see him get a few more shots up toward the rim.
But yeah, it's going to be hard for him to get that double jump shot off because of the height.
So you watch Stockton's aggressiveness. They've given him the baseline this whole series. This time he's able to take Harper to the baseline, get a little space, and finish on the right side of the basket.
Hornacek, Jordan up on it.
Good DMJ. Shit. Into Malone.
Malone puts it on the floor and is fouled. It was before the shot. It's Longley's second.
Damn.
Well, this was the strategy of Karl Malone. He said, I'm going to put the pressure on the Bulls defense. Not many jump shots, and he has done that. 2 quick fouls on Longley.
Hornacek is free, but can't hit.
2 fouls on Luke. I think that means Dennis is going to come in. I don't think they're going to go Bill Wennington this early.
18 for 46
there you go. There you go. That's it.
Jordan.
There it is.
There's his first field goal, and the Bulls take a 10-8 lead. If you take away Hornacek 7 of 11 in Game 3, he's shooting around 30% for the rest of the series. 7 of 11 in Game 2, I should say here.
Oh, good D Harp. Foul.
Harper reached in and fouled.
Man. Karl Malone has drawn so many fouls already.
Longley has 2 fouls, and it's Luke who'll go out.
It's just a testament to how good Karl Malone was back then. Like you see these constant double teams, and they're fouling the hell out of Karl Malone. It's not a good thing for the future of the game, but they have to do what they have to do to stop him because he's automatic from the mid-range. All right, come on, Harp. Don't pick up another one. There you go. Good trap. Good trap.
Russell for 3.
No way. There you go. There you go, Pip.
Utah has not been hitting the threes in this series. Now 11 for 51. Around 20%.
Ball in the
They shot
post.
37% as a team from beyond the arc for the season.
Look at that triangle, everybody. Oh,
Pippen
baby hook. Baby hook. Ah, man. Couldn't land. Hey,
Chicago by 4.
Pippen's gutting it out so far. What are you going to do, Stockton? Pick and roll?
Malone screening for Stockton. His 3
pick pop.
isn't there. Pippen
that's about the only way he can get that jumper off against Harp.
The rebound.
It's good strategy. Ah,
Pippen
crap.
had it knocked away. Hornacek got a hand on it. Stockton takes it. Dishes it to Jeff, who misses the driving
good
one-hander.
job, Tony. He just got in his way, but didn't foul. Foul.
Jordan is wrapped up by Keefe for the Utah foul.
Damn, man,
Pippen
this is good.
Really hurting, but he's playing in pain as he takes Adam Keefe into the middle and shoots his patented little jump hook. And as he falls to the floor, you can see it's very difficult for him to get up with that bad back. You see him running up the floor, not able to get the type of push and the speed that he normally would have.
Damn, this is great. Yeah, Jordan was telling Pippen to just try and stay out there. Just his presence alone was going to make an impact, even though he was in that much pain. And you're seeing it. Just being out there is making an impact on both ends.
I spoke with Chip Schaefer, the trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He said that Scottie Pippen is not sore, he is just sore. And he's having a problem really with his mobility, not able to bend over and grab the ball. But hopefully as he plays further and gets more warmed up, it'll improve. That's what they're hoping. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks.
Yeah, it's probably
With
locking
Scottie
up
struggling,
on him.
I think you're going to see the Jazz start picking up a little bit further down the floor. He's usually their primary ball handler. They'll try to pressure Michael and Harper up the floor, make it tougher for them to get into their offense.
Here is Pippen.
Take it.
Out to Harper, open three, missed it. Malone battling Rodman.
Yeah, Hart never had a great outside shot.
But Stockton circles back outside to set it up.
There you go. Good D, Harp. Good D.
It was kicked. Utah keeps it. Fresh 24.
All right, looks like Luke Longley's out.
You watch
Rodman's
Malone
in.
and Rodman battling under the boards. Malone's going all out as he runs the floor. They both kick each other a little bit. The referees may clean that up.
Oh.
Russell couldn't finish. Kukoc rebounds.
That's 2 layups now that the Jazz have missed here early in this first quarter. Hornacek and now Russell.
See, with Pippen hurting, I think Harper's going to have to step up big and supply the scoring load.
And Tony Kukoc.
Jordan
but in reality, that's the man who's going to make up for the scoring. Right there. That's the man.
Jordan with 5. And Chicago with a 7-point lead.
Good defense, Harp.
Malone on that left block, this time against Rodman. Takes him into the lane. Tries to muscle up, but loses
nice.
it.
That
Pippen
matchup
back.
is great between Rodman and Karl Malone. It's epic.
It was tied at 8. Now Chicago's on a 7-0 run.
Get the double, get it out. There you go. There you go. Take it. Ooh, good pass. What a pass.
Underneath to an unguarded Harper, and the Bulls have scored 9 unanswered
What a play.
points. Timeout, Utah.
See, Pippen is being a distraction out there.
So you watch Karl Malone in the low post. They're not double teaming him. They're letting Rodman play him one-on-one. Consequently, when he goes up to put up the shot,
he lost it.
He gets stripped, and it leads to this. Kukoc on the drive, the easy dump to Harper. Harper's going to have to step up big inside for the layup. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
All right, Bulls are off to a good start here, up 9. If you guys are watching this for the first time, this will be an epic
game. The Bulls lead by 9, but here's the bad news for them. Moments ago, Scottie Pippen, accompanied by trainer Chip Schaefer, leaves the bench and heads for the locker room. With more, here's Ahmad.
All right, Bob, I just spoke with Chip, and he told me that Scottie asked out of the game, and he wants to go back in the locker room and try to stretch his back out and try to get it more loose before he tries to come back in. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you posted. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
It's a wild game.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, during that timeout, Jerry Sloan was about as loud and angry as he has been at his team this entire series. He said, guys, you are standing around. You're not fighting for any position defensively. You're letting the Bulls go wherever they want to go. Quit running around screens. Start running through them. Take a hard foul. Get some fight in you. Bob?
Jim, thanks. He goes to his bench. Isley is in, and so too is Antoine Carr.
The crazy thing is Utah's actually playing good defense.
Carr tries to make a move on Kukoc.
Oh, man.
And there's a foul on Kukoc.
I don't know about that one.
Now, Bob, the reason Carr's in the game is because Utah was playing 4-on-5 offensively. With Adam Keefe in the game, Scottie Pippen wasn't going to guard him. Now you've got Kukoc who's going to have to play Antoine Carr. So now it's a 5-on-5 matchup. They've got to take advantage of that with Isley in now for Stockton.
That's a good call, Doug.
Harper right now is on Malone.
Pippen was floating around on defense.
An illegal defense is called against Chicago.
Damn.
Doug, I think they should have started Antoine Carr. That center position is a revolving door for them with Ostertag and Foster, and it was important for them to get off to a good start. Now they've buried themselves and find themselves in a big hole.
Ostertag and Foster have given them nothing in this series. Good pass from Malone inside to Hornacek.
Yeah, good shot. Good pass, good shot.
That's why their lack of scoring at center is why they were interested in Ronnie Cycli and tried to get him from Orlando in a trade that eventually was voided. Jordan over Russell.
Oh.
Rebound to Carr, who immediately makes his presence felt.
All right, the crowd's awake again.
Michael Jordan's illegal now, so the Bulls are all running around.
Damn.
And it's their second illegal defense, which will result in a technical foul shot being taken.
And Jerry Sloan just got a technical. Phil Johnson comes over and settles him down a little bit. Jerry's got to maintain his composure right now. He just got the illegal defensive call for a technical.
Why did he get a technical? I mean, not that he didn't deserve it, but what's he doing? You just got a foul called and 2 illegal defense called in your favor. Take the calls.
And then he follows it up with a technical of his own.
You just sabotage your team, you dumbass.
Shoot it first.
Why would you do that? I'd be pissed at Coach if he did that. You asked us to play better defense, and we did.
We're told by Jim Gray from the Utah bench that the reason Sloan got his technical was when he was knocked down by Kukoc. There was no foul called, and that's what had Jerry hot.
Remember, that's the same thing that he did against Longley to bait him into his 5th foul in here in game 2. So I don't think the referees went for that today. I think that was a good no call.
Can't get every call.
Hornacek, an 89% free throw shooter, swishes it at the other end.
This camera angle is crazy. That's so cool.
Bulls with the ball, down by 7. Scott Burrell is on Russell. Rodman on Malone.
No way.
And Rodman's going to be hit with a foul, I think.
No way. They're getting all the calls.
It is on Dennis, his first.
Holy crap, Utah's getting all the calls.
Malone missed the first.
Ball don't lie.
But not the second.
Okay. Ball lies half the
to give
time.
you an idea how close this series has been, other than the Game 3 blowout, the 9-point lead the Bulls enjoyed a short while ago.
Good defense.
Was the
Good
biggest
defense.
lead
Oh, take
for either
it.
team in any game, other than
That's
Game
all right.
3, of course.
That's all right.
Kukoc misses, and Isley rebounds.
Yeah, Hornacek can't get that jumper off against MJ.
Carr against Kukoc. Jumper over it.
Damn.
Is
Good post move,
So
Carr.
they've got to go to that matchup. There's no way Tony Kukoc can play him. He's too powerful.
Yeah, they're right
down
back
there.
in. Yep, timeout. They're right back in this game.
And Chicago wants to talk it over.
Just like that.
Their 9-point lead has been cut to 4 with 2:58 to play in the first.
Antoine Carr is a much-needed force here. They've got to have 5 guys on the floor that can shoot the basketball to keep Chicago honest on defense. Antoine Carr with the little bang, he gets the space and makes the open jump shot. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Yeah, that's a struggle for Tony Kukoc to play a big body like Antoine Carr.
For Tony, you got Carr. Carr. Dennis has the lower penalty. Steve, you come on in for Hart. Deny the corner passes on the power. Deny the wing entries on the 4-up. We're getting in their offense. Yeah, Scott did deny Russell last time. That was too easy. One downside out of bounds right now.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
It's all defense, man.
Played 9
all
minutes.
defense.
Karl Malone has attempted only 1 shot, which he made.
But he's put the pressure on the defense. He's gone to the basket, and what he's done, he's got them in the penalty here early by drawing a lot of fouls on Longley and Rodman.
Yeah.
That will take its toll as the game goes on.
It already
Bob.
has.
The seldom used Bill Wennington is in, along with Scott Burrell and Steve
All right, they got
Kerr.
a weak. The Bulls have a weak defensive lineup in now, so this is going to get interesting.
Rodman and Jordan complete the 5 on the floor for Phil Jackson right now.
Damn. Oh.
Michael dishes out to Burrell.
Oh, crap.
And Russell reaches in and knocks it away with 3 on the shot clock.
Solid defense.
When Michael gives that ball up, you've got to really work hard and not let him catch it back, and that's what he did that time. Russell.
All right, we need catch and shoot. Catch and shoot, MJ. Catch and shoot.
Gotta
Get
shoot
it out of
quickly.
there.
Jordan will with a hand in his face.
Oh, good
Burrell
rebound,
stands
Scott.
for the rebound. Moves to the
Damn.
side, and eventually it's
Good
Utah
hustles.
who
Good
has it.
hustles.
Here's Hornacek.
There's
a pull-up 3.
And what did I say? That's the one way that Hornacek is going to get that jump shot off. Jordan was on the ground, getting up, trying to get back on D. Damn, what a game! What a matchup! All right, calm it down.
It's hard to imagine Utah winning the next 2 games and taking the title unless Hornacek hits
Bill Wennington in there
like
too.
That, which outside of game 2 in this series, he hasn't been doing.
Yeah, between Bill Wennington, Kukoc. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Kukoc is not in. All right, we got 2 solid defenders in here between Rodman and Jordan. 1, 2, 3 weak links. Okay, but John Stockton is still not in, so that's a good thing for Kerr. Kerr does not want to guard Stockton. Take the shot, MJ. Take the shot. Damn.
Shot clock violation. Michael gave it up.
Man.
They weren't even close to hosting a shot before 24
They can't
seconds.
even hear in this crowd.
Team defense. But Isaiah, the play before, Brian Russell went down on the floor, knocked the loose ball away, and Hornacek got the 3. Those are the hustle plays that this crowd creates from this team, and they're going to need all of those today.
Hey,
and this
Coach
is the
asked for better defense. He got it. They're hustling.
Second time in this series where you've seen Michael Jordan lose track of the shot clock, which is very uncharacteristic for him.
Yep, it is.
Isley, who's quicker than Kerr, is guarded by Steve as he comes out of the backcourt.
Steve Kerr tries to play defense.
It's
He really
Malone.
did try. Damn.
And it's Utah with the lead.
Yeah, Karl Malone doesn't miss that.
Only moments ago, they trailed by 9.
Carr came in, Isley giving him good minutes. That's been the difference.
There you go. You got him. You got them all. You got them all. Take it. Ah, MJ short.
Rodman on the offensive glass.
He can make that. Yeah. I'll take it.
Wennington will hit the open jumper.
Offensive rebounds was such a key here. When the Bulls won game 2, they did not shoot well, but they got 18 offensive rebounds.
Moving down toward a minute to play in the first. Chicago by 1.
What?
Another illegal
Are you
defense.
kidding? 3 illegal defenses?
That's on Michael Jordan. He got 2 zones below his man. Hornacek stayed out behind the 3-point line. Michael dropped down 2 areas, and he was spotted. Now, it helps that Jerry Sloan is sitting there in the referee's ear, helping him see Michael Jordan.
Yeah, MJ off to a rough start here.
Hornacek hits the technical.
He knows it, too.
Kukoc comes in as soon as Carr goes out. Kukoc having trouble covering Carr defensively earlier in the game. Isley bounces to Malone.
Damn,
Tough
Carl.
shot, but he cans
That was crazy. He was open for a jumper. Still went in. All right. Run the triangle. Nice
Jordan
take.
over Russell.
There you go. There you go.
Tied at 22 with half a minute to play in the
Time
period.
to wake up, MJ. All right.
Malone against Wennington.
Man.
Off balance, hit it.
Bill Wennington can't guard him, man. It's not going to happen.
See, Bob, that's what I'm talking about, being aggressive, Isaiah. Taking the ball to the basket. Isley with the give and go. He doesn't settle for the jump shot. He puts the pressure on the defense, and it's a tough shot. And the same thing, he sees Wennington on him. He says, no way I can get this shot. He bodies up. Now an opportunity for a 3-point play, which would give his team a 3-point lead.
And the weak spot for the Chicago Bulls is when you get past Longley and Rodman, they have nothing behind them, and Malone is smart to get into their bench now.
A dozen from Malone in the first quarter.
Yep.
A perfect 4 of 4 from the
He's
field.
playing pretty damn solid, both ends.
Almost as important, Hornacek has contributed 9. They need him.
Oh, travel.
Kukoc. They had a foul to give.
Oh, good. He got lucky.
Looked like he
That didn't look like he
but
traveled.
just before that, the whistle blew for the foul.
Now, Chris Morris slapped him from behind, so he took the good foul. Bulls will have to inbound the ball with 8.4 seconds to go, and Greg Foster's going to come into the game. Now, Bob DeRisi's in right now, and you give him a rest here at the end of the quarter, the last 8.4 seconds, and then the time during the break.
All right. End of the first quarter
Jordan,
here.
Double teamed. Forces up the quarter's final
this
shot
defense
and
is sick.
misses it.
Their defense is so good.
A better start for Carl than for Michael. Once down by 9, Utah leads after 1 by 3. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
Freaking
injured his back on that dunk shot that he had just the beginning of the game.
Jordan's number 2 guy is out. He's out.
He has been in the locker room for the past 5 or 6 minutes trying to stretch that back out. He has both doctors in there. They're just trying to see what they can do to get him ready to play. And if anything else happens, I will be here to report it to you. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. Guys, as we begin the second quarter with Utah up by 3,
look at this guy.
Something significant. They were able to make a run and turn this game around a bit with Howard Eisley on the floor rather than John Stockton. And Eisley did not play well for them in Chicago, so much so that Jerry Sloan barely used him with the game in doubt on Friday night.
Well, they went on a 17-5 run with Stockton sitting down, but also a key, they brought Antoine Carr in for Keith. So they got another offensive player in there, Bob. That was real critical for them.
As Jim Gray reported before the game, Eisley has been suffering from vertigo.
Stay on your guy, Steve.
Apparently not dizzied by the heights of Game 6 tonight. Shandon Anderson
good play.
with a nice
good
move.
Shot.
Every time Anderson comes in, they immediately go in the post against either Burrell or Bushler.
Jordan opens the second quarter on the bench, which is usually the way Phil Jackson plays it. Whistle away from the ball from Hugh Hollins.
Yeah, I don't imagine Jordan's going to be on the bench very long. Not with this lineup. He's probably going to rest 2 minutes and get his ass back in.
Say it's Shandon Anderson in the post, and he just backs Scott Burrell down. Nobody helps him out. And that's a big weapon for them coming off the bench.
And Doug, the danger is when you don't finish your job at home, Scottie Pippen comes on the road, he gets hurt. I remember when we were in the finals playing against the Los Angeles Lakers, and I got injured in the Game 6, sprained my ankle, turned the whole series around, and that's what may happen here.
Yeah.
Anderson picked up the foul a moment ago, and then it's Foster following him. 2 quick Utah personals here in the first minute of the second quarter.
Yeah, watching this live back in the day with Pippen hurting the way he was, this was not looking good that they were gonna win this 6th ring at all. Because if they lost this game, Game 7 is still in Utah because Utah was the best team in the league.
Knocked away from Wennington, ball loose, chased down by Foster.
Oh!
But then he loses it. An unforced error, to use tennis terminology. There were 2 white shirts there.
See, Bob, the difference right now is when you're resting Michael Jordan. With Pippen hurt, he's not out there with the anchor that second team. Now you've got a team out there. Who's going to run the show? Who's going to be the guy to make sure that they run their offense and get the shots that they want? So this really hurts with Scottie Pippen being out of the lineup right now because you have to rest Michael Jordan at some point.
Yeah, your 6-man Tony Kukoc is your leader right now. It's a rough situation here.
Kukoc is the only starter for either team on the floor right now.
Judd Bushler.
Foster on Tony.
Oh, travel.
Wennington travels.
Come on, Bill. Come on.
Playing out of character. Bill Wennington is a catch-and-shoot player.
Catch-and-shooter.
He's not a guy, Isaiah, that puts the ball on the floor.
Rodman to the scorer's table. He'll have to wait till the next whistle.
Good defense, Scotty Burrell.
Which comes almost right away.
Foul.
Another illegal defense against Chicago, the 4th.
Wow, refs.
So Eisley is selected to shoot the tee.
I can't believe there's already been 4 illegal
After
defense.
the first illegal defense, every subsequent one against you results in a technical foul shot.
It's only the beginning of the second quarter here.
Utah by 6. Foster on the move.
Garbage play, Foster.
And throws it away. 2 atrocious turnovers by Foster on consecutive possessions.
Trying to do too much. Keep the game simple. You'll get minutes on the floor.
There you go. Good movement, everybody.
Kukoc.
That was a good setup between him and Dennis.
Morris pulls in the rebound.
Ooh.
Carr from Eisley. Missed
good
it off
rebound,
the glass.
Judd. Get it out, get it out. Easy, Steve.
Rodman, good pass to Kukoc.
Great back cut by Kukoc. He set him up, then back cut, faked him off the screen. Great pass by Rodman. Great look by Kukoc.
See, Isaiah, though, Foster's got to push him over the top. That's what they did in the game 5, and Tony got 7 points to start the game.
Yeah, Rodman and Kukoc make a good duo. Two very unselfish players.
Trying to back in on Rodman.
Oh, bad pass.
It's off Anderson's hands, but recovered by Isley. 2 seconds to shoot.
Oh, he can hit that. Yeah,
and he hits the three.
Yeah. What
Are they calling the shot clock violation? Let's see. Dick Pavetta says yes. And they wave it off, though it appeared to me as if he had beaten it.
Did no reviews back then, you guys. No replays.
Timeout with Utah's lead, still only 4.
The call was the call back then. Football started the replay thing.
Well, that's a big break for the Chicago Bulls. That should have counted. That's a big turnaround, and the Bulls get a big break there. Instead of up 7 Utah, now it's only a 4-point game.
Jim Gray tells us that on the Utah bench, Jerry Sloan said, that's horrible, but I can't get thrown out of the game. He already has 1 technical and can't risk another.
Got to control your temper.
Further report on Scottie Pippen. Here's Ahmad.
Yep. Right, just Bob, like I thought. Yeah, Jordan was out just for a quick breather. Get back out there. You'll rest at halftime.
Found out that they're working on Scottie Pippen in the back, and I've been told that Scottie says he's telling the medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scottie tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result, hits the shot from the side. Michael Jordan is also back in after resting about 2.5 minutes at the outset of the second quarter.
Now, if you remember, Bushler came in and gave Chicago big minutes in that Indiana series. He's going to need to do that again here tonight with no Pippen.
Help.
Around Rodman to the hoop. And missed it.
Oh, foul.
Out of bounds, off Utah.
There you go, Steve.
See, Luke Longley was just big there around the basket, and he forced Malone into a miss. Carl tried to get contact to get the foul, and it caused him to miss the layup, but Longley stood strong that time.
Utah does not have a single offensive rebound in this game. In Game 5, they had better success on the offensive glass than at any other time in the series.
Oh.
Contact between Anderson and Kerr. Offensive foul on Chicago.
I don't know about that call.
Teams really complain a lot about this.
What was he going to do?
A pet play by Chicago. They make this little
How is that an offensive foul? What was Steve supposed to do here? He held his ground and kept the ball up high.
Complain a lot about this because this is a pet play by Chicago.
What are you going to do about this?
They make this little inside reverse pivot. Watch Kerr as the man goes by, and he bumps him off on the turn. That's a good call.
That's a good call.
I know in coaching against Chicago, I used to always warn the officials on that play because if you're going to let him turn, it's a very difficult play to guard, Zeke.
It's like the 49ers linemen used to do with that whiplash play where they kick their feet out and throw the defenders off balance.
Now it's Bushler who's nailed with a personal. Isley has just gone out. Stockton back in at point guard. Ryan Russell was also returned to Utah's lineup. That's Russell with the ball. Malone from Carr. And he walked with it.
See, Antoine Carr's got to be ready to step in.
By the way, young people, see how little they were allowed to get away with on both ends back then? Like, it was serious business, man. I didn't even see him travel, but I'm sure he did. But compared to nowadays, nothing. It's nothing like the walking we see nowadays, and they get away with it.
That ball, they're doubling down on the block now, and Karl Malone swung him the basketball. He's got to shoot it. Those are the same shots he had the other night in Game 5 that he buried to help them get the win.
The Bulls can tie with a basket here or take the lead with a 3. Jordan.
Oh, man.
In and out on him. And Carr claims it. Carr from Stockton.
There you go.
There's an assist.
There you go.
Now you see Carr pull up and hit the 15-footer, but a moment ago he pulled up and missed that little easy bank shot off the glass. That 15-footer dead on is a better shot for him to take than the one off the glass.
There you go. That's what you want.
Jordan
Good take.
wheels inside around
Good
Anderson.
take.
And again, it's a 2-point game. Michael has 10.
And he has 10, but he's been struggling this first half. Good double, good triple.
Malone in traffic.
Man, he still got the rebound.
Got his own and put it
Freaking
back in.
Karl Malone.
That's that first offensive rebound that you talked about. Malone get it and got 2 points.
Malone feels very confident against Longley and Rodman right now. He feels that he can get anything that he wants underneath.
Ooh, take it.
Jordan, daylight for
there
three.
There you go, MJ. Wake up.
13 for
Time
Michael.
to heat up.
Utah by 1.
Man,
if Pippen can't go the rest of this game, and if there is a game 7, inside it goes to Carr.
Hey, what kind of defense was that, you guys?
How much more of the load can Jordan possibly carry? He played 45 minutes on Friday night. It's taking him a whole lot of shots to get his points through the finals. But if he doesn't step up, other than Kukoc, who else can?
I know, that's it. They're very limited offensively. Take it. There you go, Tony. Yeah. Got to beat a number 2 guy today.
To follow up on your point, Bob, this would be a very wearing game for Jordan. To try to tire him down and wear him out. It'd be interesting to see if he'll have enough at the end of the game because of the minutes he's going to have to play.
Malone, tough catch, gathers it in, fade away.
Ooh.
Carr to follow.
Oh.
Knocked away from behind, and he was fouled.
He must have got the.
It's number 1 on Jordan.
MJ's usually pretty good at that.
John Stockton with a beautiful pass in rhythm to Antoine Carr, and the pull-up jump shot on the secondary break, and then Karl Malone working once again in the post. He backs himself down strong. Misses it, but the great effort and the great hands to get the ball back and the finish.
It's crazy. He got that rebound in a sea of red jerseys.
And in the give and go, the back door, the weak side help. Anderson finds Antoine Carr underneath, and the little finger roll, and Utah leads by 1.
Okay, I criticized the defense there, but that was just fantastic offense. Look at his low-ass score. I love it.
Trying to see if he can come back and play. He was in the officials' dressing room trying to get the stretching. He has now moved from that locker room to his own locker room, but the word is that he's still unable to play. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. What was the most important regular season game of the year? Undoubtedly the one at midseason here at the Delta Center, where Utah trailed the Bulls by 24 points early, 41-17, and rallied to win. Changed the outcome of that one game. And this series would have opened and ended if a 6th and 7th were required in Chicago rather than in Salt Lake City. It was that win that gave Utah home court and gives them a game 7 if one is necessary here at the Delta Center rather than on the road. And do the Bulls face the remainder of this game and a possible 7th game either without Scottie Pippen or with a weakened Scottie Pippen?
See, with the Bulls depleted right now, the Jazz must keep the pace of this game up. They've got to use their superior depth and just keep trying to wear Michael Jordan down.
Good take, MJ.
Jordan into the lane. Tough shot. He was fouled. He'll come to the line with a chance to tie it.
Yeah, it's about time they get a call. Man, Antoine Carr put in some good minutes
there. They really
there.
made the switch in Game 5. They started Russell on him, did a good job, and then they came in with Anderson. They put Hornacek on Pippen, and that really had an effect because Michael had to work a little bit harder in the post against Russell.
Antoine Carr going out.
That sounds like he missed that first free throw.
Third game of the season for the Bulls and for Michael Jordan. Jordan hasn't missed a single game since he returned from baseball. He has also
By the way,
played.
did you guys hear that? No load managing for this man. He's lucky to get 2 minutes on the bench.
Michael Jordan. Jordan hasn't missed a single game since he returned from baseball.
Hasn't missed a single game since he returned from baseball. So that's almost 3.5 seasons, like 3.25 seasons, nonstop, no days off, no break.
He has also played more minutes than at any time since the '92 season when he was a much younger man.
The will to win. He's got to be exhausted.
And now with Pippen ailing, he'll be asked to do even more if that's possible.
Not he's got to be. He is exhausted. good D, you guys.
Malone slips it through a crowd to Anderson.
There you go, Dennis. There you go, Dennis. That's what we need.
Juggled the rebound, but saves it in. Only his second rebound tonight, and only his 5th in the last game and a half, after such a strong performance in Game 4.
Man, they come in and trap everybody. Oh,
Michaels
good play, good
takes
pass.
The lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell. Faked up and spent off him. Kukoc put it right there for the easy lay-in for Jordan.
Kukoc is a great
Notice
playmaker.
Doug, every time Malone gets it on the low post now, they're coming to double team, trying to keep Rodman out of foul trouble.
Hornacek returns it to Malone. Now has it back in a crowd. And misses. Anderson flies in, can't hit the tip.
Get the
Malone
rebound.
Try,
Good
and
Lord.
There it is for Utah.
You see, Rodman didn't even try to contest that shot underneath. Don't want to get in foul trouble. So Malone's going to have his way down there. Just have to be careful and take his time and not draw offensive foul.
Riding the seesaw, now it's Utah's turn to lead. Stockton knocked it away, Chicago ball.
Is he mad at a hack or a travel?
Phil's still lobbying for that travel on Malone on the last possession, but ain't gonna happen.
Yep. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it.
Michael, head fake, he travels.
See this, guys? Even this is a travel back then. All right. Planted. It's because of that move right there. Yep.
Michael,
that was it.
Head fake.
That was it. Imagine back then them trying to hop around.
So Phil got the traveling call, but certainly not on the guy he wanted.
Triple step backs.
Steve Kerr just said to Pavetta, hey, call it on Malone down at the other end. I talked to Rodman after the last game, and he felt that Malone traveled a lot. That's why he was able to get away from him.
Malone in the lane. Up and under against Rodman.
That was a clean one.
He's getting such deep position right now in Rodman. The Utah Jazz are executing their offense to perfection.
Yeah, they are. No travel there. I watch his feet.
18 for the mailman.
Damn, Karl Malone is crushing it. MJ with the 3.
And there's his answer.
MJ can't shoot threes, right? He's got 3 of them.
Bob, and going into this game, Kukoc and Pippen were a combined 4 for 23 from 3 at the Delta Center in the first 2 games.
It is his 3rd tonight, and he has 19 points.
He's just shooting them because he's tired for now.
Malone tries to answer, and can, and he has 20.
Man, Karl Malone.
A Jordan-Malone duel shaping up in Game 6. Kukoc on the run.
Nice take, Tony.
He's in double figures now with 10.
Good. You can see in the second quarter, Tony stepping up to that role as second man here.
Isaiah, how much is it going to take him to figure out that he's a left-handed player? And you can't let him come with a strong hand. You got to send him back to help.
He's such a good dribbler, and he gives you that hitch move, and it draws you out of position, and he gets you every time with it.
Kukoc on
No
Russell.
way. No
Gives
way.
him some room, and Russell accepts
Everything
the
is
challenge
falling.
and drills the jumper. Utah by 2.
You got to make Tony Kukoc play defense, and that's what Brian Russell did on that possession.
Yeah, Utah's playing great. They're playing to win.
It was Russell's first basket.
Good look,
Here's
MJ.
Michael. He's got 21.
There you go.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's in such a nice rhythm offensively. Everything is coming very easy to him. And right now, they have to be really careful because this looks like this could be a 40-point game from him.
Hey, good.
Tied at 43.
All right, so remember, Isaiah said that in the second quarter.
Shaping up as a higher scoring game than we've generally had in this series.
Good shot.
It's Hornacek.
Yep.
See, Malone is getting the ball on the block where he wants it. They're running splits, they're running post-ups, and the Jazz are in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout, Chicago.
Man.
Utah by 2 with 1:49 to play in the half.
Man, this is awesome.
Let's watch the Michael Jordan possession that he scored on. Brian Russell, as he cuts, is going to give him a shot. Michael doesn't like it. Michael delivers a blow right there.
Look at this.
Russell pushes him back, and he catches it. Now you got an angry Michael Jordan. He squares up and buries the shot.
Oh.
So the referees let both of them get a blow in, and Michael finished with a jump shot.
It's good competitive basketball. MJ going to remember that later, though.
8 of 14 thus far. Down by 2, the Bulls put it in play.
Oh, perfect.
Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and that's why.
I just want to point this out because in order to get the shot off, he had to read the defense because the double team's coming over here from the middle. So his only option is to fade towards the baseline there.
Jordan's the guy they want. Even more so than usual. And that double's been pretty effective up to this point in this game. He's had to give the ball up. But that's a much harder shot to do because you're kind of going off on your off leg there. And that's why.
But MJ hits it. He hit that fade away from both sides.
15 of his 23 have come in this quarter.
Good read, though, MJ. Good read. Good luck, Dennis. Good trap. Oh, wide open man.
Hornacek.
Ooh, Hornacek usually hits those.
After the missed 3, Chicago comes back, looking to take the lead. Russell trying to contend with Michael.
Single coverage.
Ooh. Finally, he misses one. Anderson tries to save it, but was on the line.
Bulls got lucky on that one. That was clumsy.
The only thing you can hope for right now is that Michael Jordan's going to run out of energy because he is in an unbelievable scoring mode. The backup and the fadeaway, and he hits the jump shot, then he comes back the next time, but he's wanting the ball in every possession. Can he play at this pace if Scottie Pippen can't play at all in the second half?
We shall see, Doug Collins.
If ever there has been an athlete, at least in recent history, able to will himself beyond even his considerable physical talents, it has been Michael Jordan. As Skip Bayless of the Chicago Tribune put it earlier in the playoffs, he's that rarest of athletes, a supremely talented overachiever.
Wow, quoting Skip Bayless when he worked for Chicago back then. Wow. I love Bob Costas, by the way.
Stockton's all over Kerr. Now it's Hornacek on Michael.
Good shot.
Away.
Not dropping.
He's missed 2 in a row now. Hornacek brings it back the other way.
He's got to be out of gas at this point. Those were his 2 best looks as far as in the post I've seen so far in this game. Clean looks, 2 in a row he missed. Wake up. Oh, Jordan.
Stockton from Malone.
Beautiful slip on that play. Stockton went across like he was going to set the screen on Longley. Michael relaxed just a moment. He slipped it. The give and go,
MJ, he got caught sleeping. He was thinking whether or not to double team Malone. But in that split second, that was enough. Stockton's fast, man. And Karl Malone and Stockton, one of the greatest duos of all time. They know exactly what's going on at all times.
That was a beautiful play.
And Doug, now that
good
Malone
play, but bad defense.
Really taken advantage
bad D, MJ.
of Chicago inside, now the perimeter will free up. Now they have to pay attention to Malone. Now Stockton and Hornacek will be able to step up and play and get involved.
They were just putting a couple of seconds back onto the clock.
No way.
Michael for 3.
MJ. That is not a usual MJ shot.
Takes the rebound. Jordan had made 3 3-pointers earlier in the half.
Oh, I see. That was a 2-for-1 situation, I believe. That's what he was going for.
3 shots in succession.
Big possession.
Wake up, Steve.
Jazz. A chance to get this crowd alive and up 4 going in at half.
Shot clock and game clock virtually identical. Stockton. Foul.
Stockton's automatic for the free throw line.
Chicago had a foul to give.
Oh, on the floor.
Utah ball from the side. Still plenty of time. 6.9.
On the ground. Okay.
The foul was on Kerr, his second. He goes out. Harper in. Better defensive player anyway.
True that.
Malone. The bounce to Russell. 2 big assists in the last couple of possessions for Malone. 3 seconds. Michael to half court. From there. Almost.
Man, so MJ missed his last 4 shots of the half there.
So Jordan had 23, matching his number in the first half, but missed his last 4.
That's funny. 23, and then the total score is 45. The other number he wore for the Bulls.
At 23, matching his number in the first half, but missed his last 4.
Halftime.
Malone generally more accurate in the course of scoring 20.
Now Karl Malone's playing great.
Utah by 4, trying to force a Game 7. You're watching the NBA. on NBC.
Man, MJ is gassed.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center where the Jazz lead the Bulls by 4. Now the big story here in the first half has been the condition of Scottie Pippen's back. He has really been hurting. But during the halftime, the massage therapist gave him ice, massaged. His back was having spasms. She got the spasms to stop, and Scottie Pippen is back out here on the floor. Whether or not he'll be able to play and play effectively, we'll find out.
Can you start? Really? All right.
I love that conversation. Can you start? Really? All right.
Hold up. Keeps out there starting. All right. High side lag first time.
I like that, by the way, because of his condition right now, MJ and Phil are giving him whatever he wants. What position you want to play? Who do you want to guard?
All right.
Hold on. I'm going to rewind this and not interrupt. Sorry, guys.
Keeps out there starting. All right. High side lag first time.
Their ball, right?
Yeah. Their ball. Our return after it. Get after him now defensively. They're shooting 60%.
Wow.
Come on, baby. Malone's 8 for 11. Too many layups. Make him miss a shot. Over the cutter.
Well,
I like that talking defense again. They're shooting 60%. Karl Malone's lighting you guys up with shooting 8 for 11.
Pippen was going to be out of the game, so Jerry Sloan told his guys they were going to focus a lot more attention on Michael Jordan. All of that, of course, could change now. Very unhappy with the way they defended the screens. He wants them to get over the screens instead of running through them. Happy with everything
No, great
offensively.
defensive strategy so far I've seen from Jerry Sloan in the first half. The only thing I disagree with what he's doing is I would not be double teaming Scottie Pippen. In his current condition, he's a decoy out there. He might get a couple buckets on you. You have to accept that. But for the most part, Scottie's not going to be looking to score out there. He's going to wait for that double team and dish it out to the open man. So I'm curious if Jerry Sloan stops trying to trap Pippen at this point. But let's see what happens.
All right, Jim, and here we go. Utah in possession as we start the third quarter. Malone right
He killed you, Tony. Or I'm sorry, Luke. All right, let's go, you guys. Pippen banging in the post against Hornacek.
Hornacek
good
on
shot.
Pippen. It's Kukoc. The three
That's all right.
spins
That's a
out.
good look.
Hornacek with rebound position. Utah in front by 6.
Yeah, Pippen just got done saying he wants to guard the forward, which will be Keefe, but he's out there guarding the point guard, Stockton, until Harp was like, get out of here. There you go.
Stockton pounding the dribble into the floor. Now into the lane he goes. Outside to Russell. Head fake. Now Stockton. Air ball grabbed by Keefe. Blocked back in his face by Pippen. And a 24-second violation as they never hit the rim.
Jerry Sloan might have to go to his bench. Adam Keefe has got to be an offensive rebounder. He's got to be aggressive.
4 of the first 5 games were very close and very exciting. But through the first half, this is actually the best played game, the best pace and rhythm of any of the games of the series. Longley out to Scottie with 5 seconds to shoot. It'll be Kukoc.
All right, Tony. Good take. Man, I love Tony Kukoc.
He has 12.
Now Scottie's back out on the floor, but he's still moving very gingerly.
Hey, anything helps at this point, Pippen. Anything helps.
Malone inside and a whistle.
Malone is killing Luke Longley.
Before the shot.
Is that number 3?
And a Chicago foul.
Is that 3 on Luke?
Now you watch Scottie Pippen. He's laboring to get up and down the court. That back is still bothering him. Let's see how he goes.
The foul was Longley's third.
See, Luke Longley, it's one of those things. He drove me nuts as a Bulls fan. He would just do these things. And it's just like, you're in foul trouble, man. That's why you barely played in the first half. Within the first 2 minutes of the second half, you go and pick up your third. It drives me nuts.
Stockton stumbles.
A good hustle, Harp. No jump ball?
And on the steal, Chicago recovers the ball and asks for timeout.
Good play, Harper.
Coach, is that the time you want to use one? It does preserve the possession, but you use up a timeout.
Well, Phil has the option here to take a 20 if he wants to. Harper with a great hustle play. You're going to see him roll over and get the timeout before Utah can force the jump ball.
See all that, kids? No foul. No fouls.
So we'll step aside with 10:03 to play in the third.
All right. Bulls down by 4. Man, this game is tense.
Well, the last 2 MVPs have been Michael Jordan and Karl Malone. So you see them working their magic. Michael feels the pressure, reverses for the lob. The fading jump shot, been terrific. And Karl Malone with the great hands in the second shot. Then the deep post position on Rodman in the layup. And he, too, with the fading jump shot. So both of these guys have been terrific for their individual teams today. It's been the best played game offensively we've had in the series.
Chicago ball down by 4.
Good ball movement.
Pippen's jumper over Hornacek.
Surprised with that shot.
Malone waits for the traffic to clear, then hands to Stockton.
Yeah, taking a jump shot with a bad back is not a good thing. Close to the basket, you still have you can still shoot a decent percentage.
Malone against Longley.
But with a jumper, you're relying on that lift off your legs, but you can't really do that with a locked up back.
Foul, and if it's Longley, it's his 4th.
He's just not quick enough, Isaiah, to get up and body him, because when he makes the first quick step, Luke can't slide over and get in front of him. He sticks his knee out. Now, this is twice in this quarter. Malone has gotten a layup the first possession, and now he's gotten 2 fouls.
Yeah, Luke Longley, some things don't change. Sometimes I wonder, are you sabotaging the team? What the hell is this?
He's up against him. He sticks the left knee out, and Malone goes right to the basket to get the contact.
Longley's got to be a little smarter down there. He's giving Malone no resistance, Doug. I'm watching him as he's moving around. He's not even trying to guard him. Just poor defense by Longley.
Sure.
And great offense by Malone.
He sits. Rodman enters.
Oh,
Russell
crap,
for
wide
3.
open. What
Malone
a rebound.
In between 2 red shirts, pulls
What
it down.
a rebound.
And now he and Rodman all tangled up. And it's Malone's turn to laugh and taunt a bit.
Dennis slapped him in the butt.
It's a great hustle play by Karl Malone. You're going to see him. He just wants the basketball. 2 Chicago Bulls. And he reaches in there with those powerful arms and just rips it away. The foul on Dennis Rodman.
Man, that's so physical. That's so damn physical. But end of the day, great rebound by Karl Malone. Great rebound. Ooh, shove.
Hornacek into the lane. Knocked away from him, but another Chicago
I think that was a
foul.
makeup call because Ron Harper got away with a shove there.
It's the Bulls' 4th foul, barely more than 3 minutes into the period. Utah doesn't have one yet.
See, it's so important for Karl Malone to attack the defense, Isaiah. So even though he doesn't shoot free throws, he gets them in foul trouble. Now 4 team fouls. So from here on in, the next foul that the Bulls commit, Utah will shoot free throws. That could be very vital for them scoring here in this 3rd period.
Doug, I love the way Karl Malone is playing right now. I mean, he's doing everything for the Utah Jazz.
Jordan pulls up and connects.
There you go. Short burst.
25 for MJ.
Short burst of energy.
Was very upset. Adam Keefe did not show out on that screen. Michael came off there not with the idea of passing. He knew his team needed 2 points.
Malone from 20.
Oh, rare miss.
Keefe got a hand on it and then pokes it away from Jordan and out of bounds.
You know, I had somebody in the comments the other day ask me if I actually do these reaction videos one take. And yeah, absolutely. Like, I love this. I love not knowing what's going to happen next. Even though, like this, for instance, I've watched this game maybe 4 or 5 times in my entire life. This is still fresh to me, though. I can't tell you play by play what's going to happen at all. So it's really exciting. I can't imagine doing a reaction to something I've already seen, because to me that kind of defeats the whole purpose of reacting to something, doesn't it? I don't know. I was just curious about it. I was surprised by that question, but hell yeah, I do these. One take. This is great. That's what makes this so fun. All right, MJ. Run the offense this time.
Pippen is on the floor, but not with his usual ball handling responsibilities. This is Scotty out high, immediately returns it to Harper.
All right.
Little jump hook is good.
Good give and go.
Just the presence of Pippen on the floor, you've got to be able to honor him. And he's a great post feeder.
Chicago back to within 2.
Crap.
From Hornacek. Rodman managed to wrest it away from him, then Harper takes it. Malone argues
that's a good sign. Karl Malone missed 2 in a row there. He's been on fire the whole game. You got him, Tony.
It's Kukoc dealing it out to Rodman.
Ooh.
Harper trying to tie the game, but hold on, says Danny Crawford.
Ooh, I thought he was going to get an offensive there.
Foul on Stockton is second.
Now Malone got great post position here. He's got to finish this play. He leaves it short on the rim. And then the second effort, he thought he got fouled on the wrist and he did get fouled, so he should be upset on that play.
That one's fair. He got hacked twice.
Adam Keefe out, Chris Morris in for Utah. Here's Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Way off the back iron. Rodman trying to keep it alive. A tremendous hustling attempt, but Utah gets the ball.
Now you're saying, why Chris Morris? Because he's a better offensive player, and he can play against a Tony Kukoc. You say, why not Antoine Carr? I think Jerry Sloan knows he's only got so much gas in his tank, and he'd like to have it for the fourth quarter.
I don't know how many of you have actually dove on the hardwood like that. It hurts so much. His poor ribs. Or his rib cage.
Malone had it go through his hands, and Rodman takes it.
I don't know, Doug. If I'm Jerry Sloan, I put Antoine Carr in the game. I don't mess around. I don't mess around with Chris Morris.
Yeah, go in a lineup with Antoine Carr and Karl Malone. That would stack up against this very well because this is a small lineup here. I mean, Tony Kukoc is the tallest guy in the team right now. Dennis Rodman is playing your power position.
Kukoc can't tie it. Malone
and Carr did play good in the first half.
Stockton into the lane, tried the up and under on Harper, but it wouldn't go. And Chicago gets it back.
I don't know what that call was. Did he step out?
That rhythm and flow, which we saw almost throughout the first half, pretty much has disappeared here in a choppy third quarter.
Bob, I just saw eye contact. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Scottie normally brings the ball up. He said, Michael, you come get it. Michael does not want to bring the ball up the floor. He has to use too much energy that way.
Is Pippen anything more than a decoy now on offense for Chicago?
He's the initiator of the offense. That's all he can do is be a post feeder and be a presence out there just so that they have to honor him.
4 seconds to shoot.
Bad shot, but you got to do it. Good rebound.
Missed it just before the shot
That's what Dennis does, man. Seconds.
Rodman battling like crazy, but can't quite hold on to it. Hornacek, he and Malone, Rodman and Malone, and Rodman just trips Malone up. They got to call
this is the wrestling thing.
They've got to call a flagrant.
The camera didn't catch it. Let's see it on the replay.
It's the third on Rodman. He and Karl Malone, regrettably, are scheduled to wrestle in one of those bogus events next month.
I remember
Malone
this
wants
play.
to lower himself to that as anyone's guess, and Rodman apparently wants to start the wrestling now.
I tell you what, I love what I'm seeing, the battle between these two guys. They're fighting, giving it everything they got. Both of them are trying to push and shove and gain position. Karl Malone gives him a little knock, but at the end of the play, what I like the most is Malone and Rodman both gave each other a pat on the butt and said, hey, that's the way we play, that's the way we like to play.
Was a flagrant call for them?
No way.
What do you think?
I don't think that's a flagrant foul. I think that's just good, hard-nosed basketball.
It was, and they were both kind of hitting each other, so I don't think a flagrant would be appropriate whatsoever there. However, you got 3 fouls now, Dennis. Luke Longley's got 3? Four fouls. We're in bad shape.
Well, the series was way too pretty here in the first half. Now they're getting down to the basketball we've seen. Rodman and Malone go down. That's 1. Here they go 2. Finally, the third time the foul is called, and I think it was a good no call. that it wasn't a flagrant.
No, there's no flagrant.
Rodman's way of trying
Flagrant
to
means
Karl Malone.
intent to injure. Like there's no intent to hurt each other. Nobody had the ball, so you can't say like, oh, you didn't make a play for the ball. They were just bumping and grinding a little bit.
Head. However, Karl Malone is smart enough as a basketball player that he's not going to let that throw him out of his rhythm.
Malone has 23.
MVP of the year.
And can't add to it. Kukoc takes it down. Chicago trails by 3 as we move inside 6 minutes to play in the third. Here's Pippen.
Take it.
Bad back makes Hornacek's assignment on him a whole lot easier.
Take it now.
Left alone, he doesn't take the 3.
There you go.
Michael,
there it
fade
is.
away.
See, if I'm Hornacek, I make Pippen make one of those shots. He's really rushing out to close out on him. He's got to show me he can shoot that ball before I'm too concerned with him. I got to be more worried about Michael
I agree
Jordan.
with Doug Collins there, and it looks like they're not double teaming Scottie Pippen anymore. That's smart.
Jordan has 27 to Malone's 23.
Yep, the stars showed up.
Here's Malone again. He was fouled. The basket would have counted, but it wouldn't stay down.
And it's crazy. MJ's producing these numbers
It's on Pippen
while he has
first.
very low
And
energy.
watch Michael Jordan on the repost, takes a quick bounce, the reverse spin, fakes Russell out and shoots a nice fadeaway tape.
Malone is averaging 23.8 for the series coming into this game. That's exactly what he averaged in the 6-game loss last year to Chicago. But that average will go up a bit after today.
Damn.
Makes them both.
Oh, good pass.
Michael's pass to Scotty.
It's all right, Scotty.
And finally, the tip drops. Rodman gets credit for the basket, but it looked like Pippen was not able to show us the usual body control that he'd normally have to finish
That's
off
all right.
that
That was
play.
a great offensive rebound and putback by Dennis.
So he would dunk that ball.
Yeah. He can't jump right now, man.
Harper on the foul this time.
See, Isaiah, normally Scotty catches this ball in the back door and jumps up and power dunks this.
It
You
hurts.
can see he could barely get off the floor. But Rodman with a great tip.
And when you have a back injury, Doug, it's hard for you to squat and use your legs to get the lift. So therefore, you're jumping from a standstill and straight up position.
Tonight on Dateline Sunday, a tornado rips through the
The Venom was
Midwest.
so cool.
And the program also has survivor stories from Mount Rainier. That's Dateline tonight after the game. It's at 10 o'clock for those of you on the West Coast. Harper grabs the rebound as Stockton makes 1 of 2. Utah by 2. Jordan. Off
Damn,
target.
Karl Malone.
Rebound Malone.
Somebody hit Hornacek in the head. He got a little stinger right in the back of the head. All right, John, what are you going to do? Double team by Pip. Don't lose your man. Don't lose your man.
Hornacek driving on Jordan, knocked away from him. Still Utah ball. When Malone grabbed that last rebound, it was noticeable that Rodman backed away. He's already got 3 fouls, speaking of Dennis. And with Longley on the bench with 4 fouls, Rodman's got to be very careful. Knocked out.
That's
3
okay.
on
Good
the shot
defense.
clock. Howard Isley back on the floor now. Stockton getting a breather with 4:15 to
Why
play
is
in the
Dennis
third.
saying he knows my name?
Pippen got a
Shot
hand on
clock.
it. They've got to shoot it in a hurry, and they can't get it off in time. 24-second violation against the Jazz. Is it time, as we get a quick
Defense,
look
baby.
at the laboring Scottie Pippen, is it about car time again?
Well, I think what Jerry's trying to do is buy as many minutes as possible. He's still got a 2-point lead. And Antoine Carr is a guy that maybe gives him 24, 25 points. And here he comes, or 25 minutes. Here he comes right back into the game. So Jerry realized that he needs somebody out there that can shoot the basketball.
That can work out pretty bad, too, because if Carr comes in and Pippen is looking like he's going to need to rest again, that's a bad combo.
Pippen.
Oh, nice.
Giving it his
Nice turnaround
best.
hook.
And that time it was good enough.
Or floater.
As we said, with that back injury, that little jump hook in the middle is an easier shot for Pippen to shoot because he can extend with his long reach and his arm length.
Yeah, that's smart, Isaiah. He's using his long arms because he can't elevate right now. Very smart. And smart on Pippen. Good shot. He's done it twice now.
Hornacek had a good first half and hits this one.
They're really making Michael work on a lot of splits. Hornacek is being very active. They know that Michael is the majority of the offense today, so they've got to keep him in motion.
Talk about an underrated guy, Hornacek.
15 for Hornacek.
Played great for my Phoenix Suns. All right, easy does it. Easy does it. Don't force it.
Scotty splits the defense,
Dennis,
can't hit the bank, but Rodman with a second tip.
That's the energy we talked about that the Bulls needed from Dennis Rodman. He gave them nothing in the first half. That's 2 tip-ins for 4 points here in this third period.
Yeah, Dennis has been making sure anytime Scottie Pippen shoots, he's like right there for the rebound. Smart.
A whistle from Danny Crawford, a Chicago foul. It's on Pippen, and it's his second.
You watch Pippen in a low post. They come to double team with Russell, and as he goes up for the shot, that leaves Rodman's clear for a clear tap in on the offensive glass.
Beautiful tip-in.
Now you watch Pippen trying to get up and down the court. He's really laboring and really working hard.
Yeah, I've been there, man. It's the worst.
Scotty has come out.
Yep, okay.
Coach Burrell
as suspected.
And Kerr.
So Carr's in, Pippen's out. Now the momentum, I think it's going to shift in Utah's favor again. This is a crazy game.
All in. There's Pippen heading back to the locker room again to try to stretch out that ailing back.
I don't know if it's going to help.
Russell missed the first, but connects on the second.
Chime in, anybody who's had a back injury at this point. When your back is starting to stiffen like this, what do you think is best? Because I'm starting to think just staying out there and staying loose is best. But going back and getting it reworked and massaged, do you think that's going to help it? I'm not sure.
The only thing that's saving Utah in this quarter to keep them in the lead is the free throw line. Those early fouls have hurt Chicago, and Utah's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, they're hurt.
Coach knocked away, and there's a Utah foul. It's just their second of the period.
Doug, I've watched Jordan the last 4 plays, and he's picking his spots to get some rest out on the court. He's not playing Hornacek as tough because I think he knows that at the end of the game, he's going to have a lot of energy.
Yeah, load managing back then didn't exist. He had to rest during like free throws and you know, the in-betweens. Anytime the whistle was blown, time to rest.
Rodman out to Michael. Now screening for him. Morris fights through the screen. Michael takes him baseline, draws the contact and the foul.
They're about to enter a scary situation in here because when you get towards the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, normally Jordan would get a little bit of a rest. But with Pippen on the bench or Pippen in a locker room, what do? When is Jordan get a break?
Line. Chicago, which generally has had many more free throws throughout the series than Utah, has hit 4 of 5 free throws in this game. Utah 15 of 21. As you said earlier, Doug, a huge difference.
Well, Chicago's done a good job now in this quarter of disrupting Utah's offense. It's not flowing as easily as it was. They took the fouls. They've got him on the free throw line, but you're not seeing the same open looks. I think with Rodman being out there, he really helped disrupt Malone's timing. Now Longley's back in the game, so we'll see if they're able to attack him either with Carr or Karl Malone.
Kukoc goes out as Longley checks back in.
I literally stole Jordan's free throw when I was playing when I was younger. I took the exact same thing.
Tied again at 60.
I still do it to this day, actually.
Malone left block. He likes
Luke.
it best against Rodman. When the double comes, he dishes it out to Carr.
Good D, good
now
D.
It's Hornacek. 3 seconds to shoot. Now they're going to have to force it. Hornacek off the back rim. Carr on the board.
Offensive.
But there's a loose ball foul on Antoine Carr. It's his second.
You see how the Utah is using so much of the shot clock now? That's not what they did in the first half, Bob. They got their shots up earlier in the clock. Now the Bulls have them working against that shot clock. They're not getting good looks. And they're going to have to speed up the tempo of their offense now.
Yeah, like they said, Jordan's getting stuck bringing the ball up, too. Out of everything that he's doing, how tired he is, he has to do it. He has to do a little bit of everything.
Jordan on the move against Morris. Double pumps.
Don't foul, man.
Malone
Dude, Luke Longley
it.
just got lucky. He got so lucky. That should have been foul number 5 right there.
Move against Morris. Double pumps. Misses the scoop. Malone will clear it.
Freaking Longley,
Inside
man.
2 minutes to play in the period. Antoine Carr.
There you go. There you go. Good defense that time, Luke.
I think the one guy that needs to get involved for Chicago right now is Luke Longley. He hasn't taken a shot the whole game. He's got to put some pressure on Malone in that low post.
What's he average, like 6 points?
Here's Burrell. He's off target. Back comes Utah looking for the lead. It's
no way,
Chris
no
Morris.
way. Too much traffic in there. Hornacek.
In the right place at the right time.
You see, early offense, they got the shot up, and they didn't let Chicago get back and get set up. And so even though they missed it, they got a chance for a second shot opportunity.
Jazz still up by 2.
17 for Hornacek. Easily his best game since game 2.
Take it.
Michael. Confronted by Carr after he blew by Morris. And
now
Jordan
we got Carr with 3 fouls.
The fast break here by Chris Morris. He doesn't get the shot to go, but you see Chicago now not guarding a man really, but an area. And there's Hornacek with the offensive rebound, Isaiah. They got to pick up the tempo a little bit. Right now, it's become 2 half court, and Chicago's got them in a situation using too much clock.
MJ. Come on.
Michael misses the first as we check in with Jim Gray.
All right, John Stockton is now back on the bench. He was in the locker room for about the past 7 minutes. He was getting a chiropractic adjustment several places. He felt a little twinge, went back there, saw the chiropractor. They've worked it all out, and he will return to the game. Bob?
He's been struggling with something of a sore back throughout this series. 1 of 2. Utah by 1 and with the ball.
Easy.
Hands it to Carr.
Damn, man. At least Luke didn't foul him that time.
Isley much more effective here on his home floor than he was in Chicago. Gets the assist there. Longley's shot.
Wow,
Isley the
did
rebound.
he hit anything? I was too busy looking at this maneuver by MJ, getting the inside position for the rebound. That was smart because he went for the shot, so he stopped short. But, okay, let me look at Luke now.
Longley's shot.
Wow. Okay.
Isley the rebound.
Last shot of the quarter here. Be big for Utah if they get a score. It'll push it to 5 or 6.
They're on their feet at the Delta Center.
This crowd is so loud.
Kerr on Isley. Around Keith's screen. Now he gets it back.
Damn.
And hits just before the buzzer.
Well, 5-point lead going into the 4th. Jazz are in control.
12 minutes from pushing this to a game 7. Utah leads by 5. We're back after these words from your local station. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Yeah, the Jazz have been in full control outside of the beginning, like the first half of the first quarter.
Howard Isley, after a miserable game 5 with no points and 5 turnovers, today has been big. He's helped rest Stockton. You see the kick down to Antoine Carr and the dunk. And in the last possession of the quarter, makes a pass that Adam Keefe makes a terrific catch on behind him and finishes. Today, Isley has 1 point and 3 assists, no turnovers. He's given him good numbers off the bench.
They almost had an and 1 on Luke. That could have been number 5.
Fourth quarter, Michael Jordan has scored 29 points. He's 10 of 24. At one time, he was 9 of 15. That means he's just 1 of his last 9.
Dead.
He's played 34 of the 36 minutes so far.
So there it is. Shoot, it's pretty damn dead on. So he's literally only sat for 2 minutes. He didn't sit at all in the 3rd quarter. Now we're getting into the 4th quarter. He's exhausted. This is insane.
45 of 48 on
This is
Friday
crazy.
night. Remember, in the fourth quarter Friday, he was just 1 of 7 from the floor. You have to believe fatigue is an important factor now.
I think with Michael Jordan, he's smart enough to rest on defense and try to conserve his energy for offense.
Here he is on offense. And he'll be coming to the foul line just as the fourth quarter starts. But even those poundings take something out of him, right, as he goes to the basket.
Now, those are the things that take the most energy out of you. Because if you can imagine yourself, if you had to wrestle with an individual for 2 minutes, that's very tiresome. However, when you're running up and down the court, that's an aerobic exercise. That doesn't take a lot out of you. So him going to the basket, taking that pounding, that takes a lot more out of you.
And also right now is normally the time that Michael Jordan rests. He tries to rest the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter without Pippen. He's not going to get that rest. So we'll see what that does as the game wears on.
But Jordan is the one individual that I've seen in this game since I played that can carry his team in the fourth quarter even when he's fatigued.
He's already played more games and more minutes than at any time in his career. Isley, big hoop for Utah.
Yeah, this is a mind over matter situation for Michael Jordan. He's exhausted, but mentally, we got to see what he's got in the tank.
This isn't an unbelievable thing. This is the same kid we watched in Game 5 who didn't even want to dribble the basketball. Today, he's making some big plays for his team.
Got him one-on-one.
Jordan against Anderson.
Good job, MJ. Good read.
He's still Michael Jordan. Whatever he has lost through fatigue, through age, through whatever, has only brought him somewhat back to the field. He still leads the field. Morris out of the corner.
There you go, Dennis.
Rodman with board position on Antoine Carr. Chris Morris has had a lot of open looks at threes like that in this series. Usually he's pretty good with them. In this series, he hasn't been able to hit them.
There you go, Dennis.
Rodman drills a 20-footer and gives it that go-figure gesture.
Hey, he does it about once a game. Or he would do it about once a game. He can hit that jumper, man.
Game 2 in here, he hit that same shot to tie the game. This one brings him to within 1.
Isley returns it to Keefe on the screen roll, and he
did
blows
blow
the
that.
dunk.
That certainly did suck.
He argues that he was fouled, but he should have finished it anyway.
Good job, Costas.
Now Keefe heads for the bench, and Malone comes back. Chicago can take the lead.
See, now Malone has to guard Kukoc now on the perimeter. Watch that matchup.
Jordan between the legs and the jumper. Off target, rebound Morris. Malone hands it back to Morris, who converts on the reverse.
It's funny watching this. Like Steve Kerr nowadays would be probably one of the better players in the league because he's one of the best three-point shooters. And actually watching his defense here, he'd fit right in. Like he's actually playing good defense compared to what's going on nowadays. But in the 90s, this was considered terrible defense. So he had to come off the bench no matter how good he could shoot.
Timeout, Chicago.
Now you watch Jordan using all his energy on offense. To go drive hard to the left and shoots the fadeaway J. And then Rodman, go figure, right? Lined up straight in, shoots it right in, and even he's surprised.
Hey, he'd hit threes once in a while, too.
You watch Chris Morris moving without the basketball. Malone with the beautiful feed. Morris with the reverse layup off the glass. Beautiful basketball by Utah.
All right, they cut the lead down to 3. 9:40 left in the fourth.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center. Now the strategy on Scottie Pippen, they had him in the back. They were putting ice on his back and electrical stimulation for pain relief, and they were trying to bide their time up until the 10-minute mark to bring him back out and see if he could play the last 10 minutes of the game.
Wouldn't ice just stiffen the back up even more? Like, don't you want to do that after the game?
You can see he's back. He's on the floor. We just have to see how it goes. Bob?
Ahmad thanks Michael Jordan's first rest of the second half, and you'd have to guess it will be brief.
There it is.
Utah
Okay, so they
right
got Pippen coming back on the floor, so MJ can get a little breather here for a minute.
Now has got to force Phil Jackson's hand. They got to stop him, and they've got to get some scores to make him come back and not get his normal rest.
Good take, Tony. Good take. Oh, wow.
Spins to the hoop.
That
and misses
finish,
the
bro.
bank. Bushler chases it down.
They got a new shot clock. I didn't see that ball hit the rim.
Kukoc out of the corner.
That did.
That one's short. And Malone grabs the rebound. And he asked for a 20-second timeout because he was in danger of toppling out of bounds.
I think what you're going to see right now with Chicago is Tony Kukoc is going to try to put the pressure defensively on Karl Malone. Isaiah, he's a first-team defensive player, but he's used to playing
Actually,
around
I can
the
tell
basket.
you one thing. That was a mistake by Karl Malone. Forget the rest of the game. Jordan's getting his only rest right now. So you just extended Jordan's break.
Kukoc can beat him with his speed, and let's see if he tries to break him down out on the perimeter. Stockton now is back into the game after that 20-second timeout, so he too has had back problems. He's back in now for the finish.
Karl Malone tonight, 25 points, yes, but 10 rebounds and 6 assists. And we still have 9:16 remaining. Stockton.
Oh, good D, good D.
Against Kerr, trying to find Malone, but they get a hand on it,
good
and
D,
Rodman
Tony.
grabs it.
They've already called like 4 illegal defense. Dang it. You should have taken it.
A 3 would tie it.
You can make that shot. Ah,
4
crap.
seconds to shoot. Stockton knocked it away from Kerr. Malone tumbles.
24-second.
Should be a 24-second violation since no one had established clear possession of that loose ball, and that is what's called.
Good call. Tony Kukoc should have taken that shot.
Now, John Stockton normally will come up with this ball. You can see he can't bend over with that back, but Karl Malone with a great hustle play that gives his team that opportunity now for the loose ball on the 24-second shot clock violation.
Michael is at the scores table.
There it is. So what did Jordan sit for a minute? At the end of it, I think he spent 3 minutes on the bench. Good
Next
God.
time play stops.
Remember now they like to go to Anderson in the post on Bushler.
Carr from 20 feet. It spins out and Rodman is there. Brian Russell comes off Jerry Sloan's bench. As soon as he saw that Jordan was about to come back in, he calls on Russell, who probably will guard it. Kukoc.
There it is, Tony. Don't hesitate.
There was a great screen by Steve Kerr to open up Tony Kukoc, sacrificed his body, took on the bigger Malone, so Kukoc can nail the 3.
Karl Malone doesn't want to guard you out there in the perimeter. I would take those all day because Tony can hit him. Karl Malone wants to bang it in the paint.
15 for Tony.
Utah's got to get some movement.
Morris to a cutting Anderson who was bumped. The basket may count. It does.
Good play.
Bob, you can see now, Karl Malone has a tough time on the perimeter. He doesn't like to play out here, so he gets bumped and he just tries to run through the screen. Kukoc gets the bare 3 and knocks it down. And in the good movement here, you got to get a slash and a cut to get to the basket. Too much standing around for Utah. An opportunity now for the three-point play, which they get.
I think he meant too much standing around for the Bulls. All right, Jazz up by 3.
Jordan back in. Takes the pass from Pippen. Russell is on him. He gets by him. Now Carr comes over and commits the foul.
Pippen can just hang out in there and just dribble the ball up the court, initiate the offense, get out of the way after that. That's enough. That's all MJ needs.
You see, they're so conscious of Michael Jordan coming off the screen. He gave Russell the fake. Then he came baseline, and watch as he braces himself to absorb the contact. Knows that he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. Watch Jordan at the end of this game, the last 7 minutes, Doug, attacking the basket, trying to get to the foul line.
See, Michael is too good at finishing, though. You can't give him that baseline drive because he's going to get a foul. Isaiah, you got to push him back to the middle where you can help.
Jordan is now 7 of 10 at the line.
Ouch. So, yeah, that's how you know he's tired, because he's even shooting free throws poorly.
Out, Harper in.
Come on, MJ. Clutch time. Clutch time. There you go. All right, down by 1.
Hornacek guarded by Jordan.
Oh, he's taking it.
Malone over Dennis.
Ooh, rare miss.
Rebound Pippen. Hornacek slapping at it. Scotty just hobbling around.
Rest.
The foul is on Antoine Carr, and that's his 4th.
Utah has gotten very stagnant here right now, Isaiah. They've really bogged down and really started in the 3rd quarter. The free throw line kept them in it, but right now they're really struggling scoring.
And this was Chicago's defense has been dominant against Utah in the 4th quarter.
Take it.
Jordan.
Nice, nice, MJ. It's clutch time.
And with 37 points, as Utah falls behind now for the first time
in a long time
since midway through the 2nd quarter.
See, he's headed for 40. I would start double teaming Jordan every time he touched it.
Brian Russell went down, and there's a foul on Kukoc.
You talk about wanting to bring Jordan to the middle, but his game is so complete. And when you bring him to the middle, he's able to come right to that right hand.
Yeah, IT saying double him, but they've been doubling him the entire game. They're trapping him weak side.
Right from the free throw line.
It's Chicago by 1, and you're watching the NBA on NBC.
They'll probably come back to the same thing. Watch Malone run the screen roll. We're in our purple now. Push the ball. Under control. Reverse the action on the backdoor step. Motion. Twirl.
Welcome back to the Delta Center. I'm Jim Gray. Jerry Sloan during this timeout told his team we can't keep playing this stagnant offense and walking the ball up the court. We need some cutters. He wants to push the ball, try and get some fast break opportunities off the rebounds. Wants them to set some picks and run off the picks, create some movement in the offense. Bob?
Jim, thanks.
If Jerry Sloan wants fast break points, they have to turn to John Stockton right now to push the tempo. And thus far, he's only attempted 4 field goals, 5 points, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers. Stockton has to come through.
Here is Stockton with Harper on him.
Ooh, he hesitated.
Antoine Carr.
Good trap, Pip. Good trap, Pippen.
Malone, 3 defenders on him, and they take it away. It's Pippen wincing as he comes up with the loose ball.
Big play, Pip. Take him. No double, no double.
Jordan over
Sorry,
Hornacek.
Good shot.
Short. A whistle underneath from Danny Crawford. Stay right here. Loose ball foul on Utah.
See, Malone's catching the ball in the post. He's getting double and triple team right now. He's got to be a passer out of this post. You see Pippen there knock the ball away from him. But if there are 3 guys on him and you space the floor, somebody's got to be open.
And Doug, what Chicago is saying right now, we're not going to let Karl Malone beat us. Someone else is going to have to step up and beat us tonight.
Pippen, who can barely move, throws it in. In almost any other situation, he couldn't possibly be playing. Regular season, never. Even earlier in the playoffs, he'd probably be sitting. Jordan again.
Short. That was so short. You know, he's got no legs now.
Sit down.
That's where they got to push it. Get something quickly.
I remember this. You guys remember in The Last Dance how Phil Jackson mentioned that since Jordan was so tired and had no legs and he was coming up short on all of his jumpers, how he just reminded him to do a follow through. This is like basic fundamentals you'd learn in like middle school basketball, to follow through the shot. And well, let's keep watching. No foul, no foul.
And he was fouled.
Really? It looked like he just lost it.
Nice feed by John Stockton, pushing it up the court, catching Malone early in the offense, right underneath the basket. Malone did a great job of sealing and drawing the foul.
4 on Rodman.
4 on Rodman. That's okay.
Michael's upset with himself right now. He's missed 2 jump shots that would have given his team a 3-point lead. He's really upset about that because both of them were very makeable shots that Michael normally makes.
And Russell has done a good job guarding Michael Jordan, forcing him to shoot jump shots and not really allowing him to get to the basket.
Malone busting loose with the huge game on Friday night. He had 20 in the first half. He's at 26 now after the free throw. Jordan leads all scorers with 37. He's 13 of 30 from the floor. Utah back in front by 1.
Steve Kerr now in for Chicago. Remember, he spaces the floor and gives them another shooter if they do start running at Michael and scrambling their defense.
Jazz up by 1 again. Pippen to MJ.
Michael again.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Russell
He's
takes it
struggling.
down.
MJ needs some rest, man. Oh, that's it. That's
Stockton
it.
has a little daylight, and Utah has a 3-point lead.
Transition basketball again. The little screen by Malone, and he hits the open jump shot.
Yeah, they needed to do that in the first quarter. Get Stockton involved.
Kerr.
Nice shot,
Pippen in
Pip.
the lane. Connects on the turnaround, playing through clenched teeth.
That's it. Ooh.
Malone.
Actually,
Rodman wins the rebound
he slaps him in the
battle.
ass.
That's a bad foul on Malone now because that's the 15th foul.
That, and I've noticed the last like 3 or so shots by Karl Malone. His shot's off right now.
Rodman will shoot 2 free throws, but Stockton pushing the ball up the floor. You see the screen right there by Antoine Carr, and Scottie Pippen cannot help out. And then Scottie Pippen with a quick post up in the lane, and the gutty effort by Scottie Pippen here. You can see as he catches the ball, it's so difficult, but he's got those long arms and can still score over
Pippen's
Hornacek.
doing everything he can.
The foul on Malone a moment ago was only his second.
Yep. Just don't sit down, man. Just keep going.
Rodman to the line. Remember, he made 4 clutch free throws in game 4. This one is long. Over the year, he's a 55% free throw shooter.
See, Isaiah, he shot that ball. As he shot it, he sort of walked away from it. You got to stay with that shot.
Yeah, he didn't even take a look at the basket. He has to get set, take a look at it, and knock it down.
Yeah, Dennis will airball free throws sometimes.
4:46 left. If he hits this, he
There
can
you go.
tie it.
He'll airball free throw once in a while, but he'll swish a 3 once in a while. that's Rodzilla.
Stockton glancing at the clock as he comes across. 4.5 minutes for Utah to end its season or prolong it. Stockton, 5 seconds to shoot. It's Hornacek.
That's a good look for Hornacek.
Malone. They'll
Fresh
bring it
24.
back out. The jumper by Carl. Utah back in front.
Great patience. Offensive rebound, kick it out, and Hornacek got it right back to him.
Malone has 29.
All right, Jazz up by 2. We're getting close to that ending.
Three seconds to shoot. Harper's not the
24.
guy they want to have do it, but he has to.
Oh, he beat it.
And he beats the shot clock and
I don't
cans
know
a
about
huge
that one.
shot.
Doug, I think Utah is letting Scottie Pippen rest. I would go at him right now. He's trying to guard Antoine Carr, and Antoine Carr has a big advantage over him inside.
Yep, I agree, Isaiah. Posting up Scottie would make a lot of sense right now.
Russell.
Ouch.
Driving against Rodman. Contact and a foul. Kukoc was also there, and they call it on Kukoc's 3rd.
Now you watch Harper as he takes this shot. Does he get it off in time? I don't know.
I didn't get to see.
Well, you know what? If they miss that call, it's a 5-point swing in missed calls on shot clock situations. They took a Howard Isley 3 away wrongly in the first half. This one was even closer, but it appeared that Harper may have been just a fraction of a second behind the shot clock. Harper's basket counted. This one by Isley, which should have counted, did not.
See, I think this 3 was good, and the last shot that Harper took, I think that was a shot clock violation.
Russell steps to the line and knocks them both down.
All right. Move it around. Good shot.
Harper. Out to MJ
short.
for three.
There it is. Like I said.
Short.
Oh, man. It's all coming back to me. Short. Nice. Making it up. Making up for it on the defensive end. Anybody of you guys who are actual hoopers, you know what it's like when your legs are that dead and you're trying to make jumpers.
Whatever gas is left in his tank, gets back to pick it off.
Good feed.
Rodman.
Oh, man. That was kind of a weak call.
And that's 5.
Now, Isaiah,
damn, 5,000, Rodman.
Jumping out off that screen and make Michael Jordan be a passer. Throw it to Rodman, who can't finish.
And you saw Jordan right there complaining, saying Rodman needs to have a chance to come down. I thought it was a questionable call. When you look at this play, you watch Jordan come off the screen and he's double teamed, and as an offensive player, you're allowed to escape.
But he just landed. Don't you need to give clearance room for a player to land?
Watch Jordan come off the screen and he's double teamed, and as an offensive player, you're allowed to.
Oh man, I don't agree with this call.
Establish position and come down. It's a tough call right there.
Yeah. Jordan's saying it too. He landed. You got to let him land.
Oh no, says Michael.
He said that's bullshit. Is what he's saying. 2:47 left.
Jazz
up by 2. Jazz have been in control of this game.
We got to execute down the stretch, guys. That's the key right now. They got team. They're in the penalty. I don't know what we are down here. Are we penalty yet?
Yes.
So they're in the penalty too. I guess they're going to Malone. Maybe we want to try double teaming and rotating this time if we get down there quick enough. All right. Although he's been having a little bit of a struggle this quarter.
Hey, Dennis, when that guy go baseline, I know you got to help a little bit. When he turn back, I'm going to be there to double.
Then we're going to go second guard, Phil. Push the ball up the court. Second guard, Phil with some energy. 2 pass top, 3 pass, pull. These guys on the weak side can be moving.
Well, let him be at the guard.
All right? And we got to take the ball to the basket on this team. Go after him now. Right.
How did we get the footage? How did he get the footage of this? Like, this is great.
Hornacek throws the pass, and Michael Jordan,
good
with
D,
every
man.
ounce of energy that he has, goes up and gets the steal. He misses the shot, the 3 that would have put him up 1. Had this gone through, it would have been a 4-point lead for the Jazz. Michael gets back and makes the great steal.
Jordan has 37 points on 13 of 32.
Yeah, he's shooting terrible. He's shooting terrible, but he's got to do it. He's making up for Pippen, too.
2 of 7 in the 4th. He is 3 of 14 in his last 2 fourth quarters. Even Superman apparently gets tired. Sure. Malone, lots of room. Got it.
Yeah.
That's their pet play. Malone goes over like he's going to the post and screams for Stockton, and he rolls out and hits the huge jump
That's the
shot.
importance of the mid-range right there. All right, MJ.
Jordan spinning, double team.
You got to shoot it. You got to shoot it.
Gets it right back from Pippen. Double pump, knocked away by Carr.
Wow, Jordan's got him figured out. Every time he goes baseline, they don't know what to do except for foul him.
Isaiah, normally on this play, Malone goes to the post. This time he goes and screens so Stockton can get to the middle of the floor. A mix-up. They trap, no one rotates, and Malone buries the shot. Now, on this defensive possession, Hornacek, I thought, should have run at Michael Jordan and made him pass the ball back to Scottie Pippen.
You got to take the ball out of Jordan's hands right now and make Harper or Pippen beat you from the perimeter.
Jordan's 9 of 12 now at the stripe.
Now you look at the job that Russell is doing against Jordan. He's keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
That's a good point again by Isaiah. Yeah, Jordan's not getting the ball where he wants it in the post.
He hits them both, making it a 2-point game with exactly
2 minutes, 2-point game.
Play.
Well, I forgot Utah has really been in control this whole game.
Russell with
that was a huge rebound.
Tried to throw it off Rodman's leg as he was walking a tightrope and couldn't do it. Chicago back looking to tie.
All right, MJ. Read to D. They're going one-on-one with you. Good shot.
Michael.
Short. He's getting the looks he wants.
The jumpers come up short.
Yes, it is,
fatigue is a
Costas.
factor. It's true of anyone.
Of course.
Even the best
no
of
legs, no lift. This reminds me of the 94, the 95 playoffs when he just came back from baseball. No legs when he played against Orlando.
Rodman got in front and knocked it loose, but Chicago touched it last.
That's all right, Dennis. Just don't get your last foul. I don't remember if he fouls out.
Phil Jackson,
but he's got 5 right now.
A minute 14 remaining. Stockton for 3. That would have been a dagger in Chicago's
What is
heart.
Luke Longley played, like 7 minutes in this game for a starting center because of his foul trouble?
Instead, they can tie it or take the lead with a three of their own. Jordan.
Ouch.
And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line. It's
if I'm coach right now, I would change that strategy. If he goes baseline, no more double team coming in. No more weak side help. Because you're just putting him on the line and letting him rest every single time. They got to switch that strategy up. Make him finish.
You watch Jordan fake like he's coming to the middle again. Russell gives him the baseline. Stockton comes over a little too late.
Yeah, what was Stockton going to do in that situation? Like, I don't understand that one. Like, I know this is like, hit him, put him on the ground, make him more tired. But I don't know. I think I'd make MJ finish once or twice.
Foul on Stockton. Jordan again at the free throw line.
Chicago takes a 20-second timeout.
But yeah, you put him on the ground like that, it definitely does make him more tired.
Fourth quarter, trying to get to the basket against Anderson. Pulls up and takes the jump shot. Again, they're keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to get into the post.
Maybe there's a little bit of that bad boys mentality going on in here. Because every single time he does go to the basket, they are putting him on the ground. So that is taking the stamina out of him.
Coming to the foul line for his patented free throw line, Jay. But again, Russell keeping him out of the post. Pulls up, shoots it a little short. This is a big 20-second timeout for Chicago because it allows Jordan to get some rest.
1 minute left in the game. This is what separates the boys from the men. All right? Season on the line. 1 minute left. Fourth quarter. Bulls down by 2. Everybody, grab some popcorn. Let's enjoy this.
Before he goes to the free throw line to try to knock down 2.
At the line, he's 10 of 13. From the floor, he's 13 of 33.
Well, in this fourth quarter, Michael is only 2 of 8 from the fourth quarter, but what he's done is he's been able to get to the free throw line. He's 6 of 6. They've got to find a way to be able to guard him without fouling him here.
There you go. And free throws are an awesome thing because there's no jumping involved. So your legs are not that important. It's all upper body and it's all muscle memory.
It's to 1. Phil Jackson has told the Bulls during the last couple of timeouts, let's try to take it to the rack, go to the basket, not look for the perimeter shot.
There you go, MJ.
Jordan ties it. Maybe the 20-second timeout was, as much as anything, just to give him a breather to gather himself.
I think it was.
For the crucial free throws. 50 seconds. Malone. Cross-court Stockton. A 3. It's there!
That one hurts. That one hurts. 42 seconds left. Down by 3.
Stockton hits the 3. What a huge shot to put his team up 3. Now this is what Karl Malone had to do. He had to find the open man, and Harper runs at him. And normally it's Stockton and Malone. This time it was Malone to Stockton.
10 points for Stockton. At age 36, he's played more NBA playoff games than anyone in history without winning a title.
Now the Bulls would
and
like
the
to
poor
get
guy
2 for
never
1
got his
possession
ring.
Here. Try to get a quick score, get to the free throw line to give them 2 opportunities to 1.
Pippen into Jordan.
ISO MJ.
Michael working
there it
on
is.
Russell.
Okay. That was big. So you
1.
saw he just hit the 2 free throws before this, and then Stockton hit a 3, and now he's got 2.
They scored within 4 seconds there. That's how quickly
MJ
that
time.
changes now. Now it puts the pressure on the Jazz to score once again.
Jordan with 43.
Bang, steal.
Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds.
Separate the boys from the men.
17 seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
There it is.
Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running
So I
on
don't know if you guys
fumes.
noticed. So he hit 2 free throws, layup, stole the ball, and then hit the final shot all in the last minute. The guy who's been struggling to shoot all game because he's exhausted and has no legs. That's what he did in the final minute in a championship. Incredible.
With 45 points.
At the end of the game, you got to get it out of his hands. He's beat you so many times. You watch Jordan play, Doug, and you know that at the end of the game, he's a killer.
This was really the play that hurt Isaiah because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds. And what happened was Michael doubled back. You're going to see he's in the play. Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries
and
the shot
free
to give him
throws
a
prior to
1-point
all
lead.
this.
That may have been. Who knows what will unfold in the next several months. But that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take.
As a Chicago Bull it was.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it?
You lucky Chicago Bulls fans.
Nothing down the sideline. He throws it in. You got to get right back to it.
Like this, we give him the ring to keep it to the basket. Now you know he'll curl, and the other guy will go in, and they'll set a pick on him and bring him off there.
Harper! Got that? Yo. He'll go, Stockton will go in, and he'll come back like that.
Like they beat Houston last year on that last shot. Yeah. Get a look this
He'll go like that. So you can't get settled in.
Yeah.
Do we want to delay a game?
No.
Play? All right.
No, they expect them to do it.
Fake it, delay.
Fake the
Don't
delay.
do it.
I love that between Phil and MJ.
If they score, there's a game 7. If they don't,
fake the delay and play on. I'd never heard that before.
They go out in 6. Stockton. Harper's on him. Behind the screen.
That was a good look, too. That was a good look.
It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat. When you lose by this narrow margin, speaking of the Utah Jazz, there are so many things to look back on. But the Howard Isley 3 that was taken away in the first half will eat at them all summer long. Jackson and Jordan, perhaps for the last time.
Yep. Their last moment as a coach and player together.
Chicago 87, Utah 86.
Hey, Jerry Sloan being a class act there.
Jerry Sloan.
Scott Burrell thanking MJ for a ring.
Trying to shake hands with each and every member of the Chicago Bulls, who won 2 out of 3 here.
Randy
and 2
Brown,
out of 3 in
those
Chicago.
guys were homies.
Thanks, boy. David, thanks, boy. Thanks, Mike.
You hear him saying thank you to Mike?
Thanks, boy. David, thanks, boy. Thanks, Mike.
Statistically, especially in terms of shooting percentage, Michael Jordan has had better games. But when you consider at age 35, the games he's played this year, the grinding minutes he's played, and Scottie Pippen being all but incapacitated tonight, and the fact that they're on the road, and the fact that the odds would shift to Utah's favor for a Game 7, yes, MJ rose again.
Yeah, those two both, Pippen and Jordan, they Iron Man this one out. What a sloppy, ugly game. But they were so tired. And yeah, screw the first 3 quarters. What happened down the clutch? MJ came through down the clutch, man.
Meant to be in happen, boy. I told you.
He no longer needs accomplishments. He no longer needs accomplishments to prove his case as the greatest player in NBA history. He just adds to it. And if this is the final chapter, what a way to close the book.
I hear they're playing Eric Johnson, one of my favorite guitarists, over the loudspeaker right now. That's crazy to hear in an arena.
Hey, Bob, as you look at Scottie Pippen there, I remember all Scottie ever heard about was the migraine headache and that he couldn't play with pain. Well, today, they could not have won this game without him. Just his presence
don't slap his back.
out there. He made some big shots.
Dennis.
He fed the post. He did all the little things for Chicago, and his numbers aren't going to show it.
Tex.
But Michael, once again, with the heroics, the unbelievable plays.
Everybody stop slapping his back.
Was there for him when he needed him.
And I'm watching Michael Jordan hug his mother right there. Such a great player, such a great person. Everything that this game is about, the goodness of it, he represents, and what he's done for the game of basketball and for this Chicago Bulls organization. All of us as former athletes are very thankful.
Yeah, you hate MJ now, though, don't you, IT?
Michael Jordan is as great a competitor as sports has ever seen. He also has an uncanny sense of theater. And as he makes his decision, he'll think about the fact that he could not ask for a better punctuation than this. To not only hit the winning basket, but have it be the last shot he takes this season, maybe the last he'll ever take in a Chicago Bulls uniform, to win the game and the championship by a point.
Scored the last 6 points.
You know, Bob, it's interesting about Michael Jordan. He's a guy who has nothing to prove, but lives his life every day as if he has everything to prove. That's something about his greatness. He's an unbelievable athlete.
One more look at a shot you'll be seeing hundreds of times if you're a basketball fan. You'll see it dozens of times on the highlight shows tonight. Stockton gets rid of it. It's short. Harper had a hand in his face and maybe even got a small piece of the ball.
That was a good look.
I thought Stockton had a great look right there. It was a well-executed play. Stockton and Malone, and that's who you want taking your last shot, because he's made so many big shots for Utah. You know, my heart goes out to Stockton and Malone, because those two, more than any other 2 athletes in this era, really deserve a shot at wearing a championship ring.
Yep, so did Barkley.
A shot can hardly come much closer than that without going in. For the celebration, here's Dan Roberts, the PA man.
And now, please direct your attention to center court for the presentation of the 1998 NBA Finals MVP and the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy.
It is now time to make the 1998 Championship Trophy presentation. Joining me up here are the chairman, Jerry Reinsdorf, Vice President Jerry Krause, head coach Phil Jackson, and to make that presentation, here's the commissioner of the NBA, Mr. David Stern.
The 2 best teams in the NBA this season,
were the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls. These two teams in these finals, wonderfully matched and motivated, treated the world of basketball to NBA basketball at its heart-stopping best. To both teams, thank you. But to the Chicago Bulls, the 1998 NBA champion, and a team for the ages, congratulations to this team, to this organization, to its fans, and to these great players.
All right, Mr. Reinsdorf. Chicago Bulls fans all over the world would like to know, are you going to do everything you can possible to bring these guys back here to try to do this all over again?
Well, let me first just in disbelief. He's so tired, but he's in disbelief that they pulled this off.
That on behalf of millions of Bulls fans all around the world, it's an honor to accept this trophy. It's only unfortunate that we can't have co-champions, because this Utah Jazz team is just the greatest team that we've ever played. 2 years in a row, they took us as far as you could take anybody.
It was the 93 Suns, and then 97 and 98 Utah Jazz were anybody but the Bulls. These teams would have won championships.
Winning six championships in 8 years is unbelievable. It's a tribute to a great coach and his staff, great players, Scotty and Michael, an unbelievable performance by Scotty and Payne tonight. Jerry Krause and his staff, just unbelievable. And on behalf of millions of Bulls fans all over the world, I can only hope and pray that Michael and Scotty will come back and defend the championship one more time.
He's talking about what a great coach and great staff he has, yet coach knows that even if he went 82-0 and won a championship, he was getting fired. That's some bullshit right there. And then he's putting pressure on Scotty and MJ to come back. You're firing his coach. Wow, it hits hard. It hits different. I don't remember that Reinsdorf saying that.
I take that as a yes. You are going to try to bring him back.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
I believe in it. That was beautiful. Oh, man. I never gave up. Every time we were close, I knew we were going to do it.
That's good. Phil recognizes the bullshit going on, and instead of being a part of it, he has a moment with MJ. I love Phil, dude.
You have to be very proud of this team.
I'm so proud of these players and the staff. And this is for the fans back in Chicago, the greatest sports fans in the world. And we're just so happy. We're going to celebrate safe, guys, and we'll be home tomorrow morning.
All right, Jerry, let me ask you, you do everything you can to bring these guys back.
Well, you know, tonight all I want to do is celebrate and have fun, and we're going to talk later on. But this is a great occasion, and what Jerry said about the Utah club, Jerry Sloan and Scotty Layden are special people, and this is just a great organization, and it's somebody that you're proud of. That you can be
it's like, right, Jerry, let's fuck off, Jerry. Fuck off. You're just bullshitting me anyways.
Talk to Phil Jackson.
Yes, I'm on.
Once again, another journey to the top of the mountain. How is this one different from the other 5?
Well, Ahmad, we had to fight our way through this one. This is a real struggle for us this year against overwhelming odds. Maybe not as talented as the last 2 years, but they had a great heart. Hearts of a champion, as Michael has said, and they won it.
All right, you will celebrate tonight. Are you going to come back?
Gee, that's a great question, Ahmad. I'll dodge that one right now. Thank you.
All right, Phil. All right, once again, it is now time for the 1998 NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award. And once again, here's the Commissioner, David Stern.
Big surprise. 6 championships, 6 MVPs. Michael Jordan, get over here. You grace us with your presence. You've contributed mightily to our league. And tonight you gave one of the singular performances in the history of the NBA Finals. Thank you and congratulations, 1998 NBA Finals MVP,
repeat.
Michael Jordan.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Michael, you have won this award before, but somehow I have the feeling that this one is more special than all of them.
Well, let me say hello to my wife and my kids at home because they desperately wanted to come. I didn't want them to come here today because I wanted to focus on the game, but I wish they were here to help me celebrate. I know they're there cheering, and I can't wait to get home. But to the Utah fans, you guys are a tough bunch to play in front of. You guys came out with a lot of loyalty and respect for your team. You made it really tough for us. We really, after losing Game 5 in Chicago, a couple of us dread coming back to Utah because we had to deal with the fans because of the energy that they bring to the game. But we had no choice, so we had to come in and play our best, and you guys made it a very competitive finals, and you know, it's very worthy to win this, and I think of all the championships that we've won.
So some people win an MVP and stand up there in front of a crowd and say, I want my damn respect. And other people credit the other team, praise the other team for and the fans of the other team, and talk about what a challenge it was.
It doesn't get any easier, but at the beginning of the season, this was the goal that you set out for. How wonderful was it to make this into a reality?
Well, I tell you, when you start the season, I'm pretty sure every team next year is going to start with the focus of finishing and winning their last game. We started with that focus. It was a long road, a lot of different tasks and little bumps in the road, but somehow we made it, and I think everybody who looks at this year is going to have a lot of gratification and understanding and a lot of dedication.
There were a lot of times during the course of the season that people doubted the Chicago Bulls, doubted that you'd be able to come back and pull this off. Even during this
they were kind of underdogs here.
People doubted you. How did you guys stay so confident?
Well, I mean, this team is one. Our leadership is strong. Our leadership is very positive, very determined, and it filters down to the rest of the players. And we never let anybody give up. You know, we believed in it, and we kept coming for it.
All right, I've asked everybody if they're all going to come around to try to do this again one more time.
I would love for that to happen. I think that's something that's got to have to be determined over the summer.
All right. Congratulations, Michael. Congratulations, Chicago Bulls. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right. Thank you very much, Ahmad. Tonight, one of the truly gutty performances in the finals by Scottie Pippen. Scottie, how badly were you hurt during this game?
I was hurting pretty bad, to start the game off. I was able to get a dunk when I came down. The pain just sort of built from that point, and every time I tried to run, I was getting spasms, but I knew I wanted to come back and try to give a better performance in the second half, so I just tried to take advantage of that little bit of time before the half and, see what I can do. And I came out the second half, and Chip wanted to give me a little treatment, and I took the treatment, and I told him from there I was going to just try to gut it out. I felt like that my presence out on the floor would mean more than just sitting in the locker room.
Initially, you didn't think you could come back, and then the miracle happened there at halftime. How much did you revert back to some of the things that had happened to you in the past, and you knew that if you gutted it out this time that it could change all of that?
Well, I knew I was going to come back the second half. I have to correct you on that. I knew, but I just didn't know how much I was going to be able to give. I knew I wanted to just hope that the team could stay in the game, keep it close, and if I could come back out, let my presence be known out on the court.
Now, Scottie, you were in tears after the game. Was this your most difficult championship, and why the tears this time? Is it maybe because you feel it's ending?
Well, I think they all have brought tears to my eyes, but this was so difficult because, I felt like to some degree without me being out on the court that I was kind of letting the team down, and they understood, but, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be a present. I wanted to play a major role in the game, but the other guys came off the bench, held us in there the first half, especially Michael. He had a heck of a game, and, everything else is history.
And as for Michael Jordan, all the superlatives have been exhausted and almost all apply. But perhaps the most important one is this: he's authentic. His essence is so much deeper than image. In fact, the image is, in his case, an amplification of something true and substantive. His heart and his athletic integrity, every bit as impressive as his artistry. So whenever it ends, it's been an incredible ride for Jordan and the Bulls, and we have been privileged to be taken along for that ride. Good night from Salt Lake City.
Damn, Bob Costas really has a way with words. That was beautifully said. Whew. Guys, I don't know how long this video is. It's got to be over 2 hours. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this in one sitting like this, but I couldn't stop watching. It was so cool. It was so fun to watch. I hope this gets out. If it does get out and you're watching this, that's fantastic. Thank you for watching with me. Once again, shout out to PSV 4K. Please check out this channel. I got to subscribe right there. Yeah, this is fantastic work. I don't know where he got all of this footage. Because some of this is just, I don't believe was off of the main the main broadcast, like a lot of the stuff going on in the huddles and whatnot. It was just fantastic to not only relive this moment, but relive it with a whole fresh lens. So I know I wasn't planning on doing this, but to you commenters who were kind of pushing me to do it, thank you. I needed a little kick in the butt to try it. That is, unless this doesn't work. But either way, I got to watch it, and that's what's important. So even if this doesn't get released, I got to watch it, and this is great. So thank you, everybody, for watching. That is the end of Michael Jordan's career as a Chicago Bull. After this, the owners, even though they said full of crap things right just now at the end, they blew up the entire team because they weren't going to bring back Phil, and everybody knew that Jordan said he was going to leave if you fire my coach. So it all happened. It crumbled. Anyways, I believe this is a long enough video. No need for a long outro. This is awesome. This is really fun to do. So thank you all for watching. Please leave the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And yeah, check out PSV 4K. Cool channel. Like, this is absolutely cool that we're in an era here in 2024 where a game that came out in 1998 can be refinished like this. This is exciting. Everybody have a wonderful day. No After Dark video tonight. So this is it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow on the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and let's all be champions today, all right? Okay. Peace out, everybody.